you doing, guys? Hopefully you're having a great is it afternoon? I am I am tired of YouTube, I should be honest, because I've been watching everybody's videos and I don't see any substance. I think we are all bored. Let's be honest, we are extremely bored as YouTubers. I was watching a few YouTubers I know, City fans, even Man United fans. All the Man United fans are crying about the fact they haven't signed Mboma from Brighton and they're so pissed off because he's training. But I've been watching that same stuff. City fans are talking about this 1 billion Puma deal. I don't know. I don't really care about it. And then they're talking about Edison potential leaving. Why Edison said he's not leaving. So there's a lot to unpack. And I'm eating a mango. I'm not supposed to be eating mangoes, but I'm eating a mango. That's how bored I am.
Breaking all the rules.
I know I'm not supposed to be eating fruits. I'm supposed to be staying away from fruits.
I mean, it's something way better. You want to see? Actually, no, it's kind of a mess. I mean, a burrito.
Yeah, like my herbal advisor, if she saw me eating this, she'd be like, "What the hell are you doing? I told you no fruits." She'll tell me, I told you no fruits, no sweet, nothing. But who cares? I just said, fuck it. I think I've been breaking the rules a lot these past 2 weeks, which I'm supposed to not. Anyway,
yeah, you have.
Yeah, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I see a lot of people are crying after I posted Jack Grealish has to stay as a midfielder. Oh my god, it's got 20k views and it's just getting comments over and over. My phone is just pinging. It looks like a lot of people have an opinion. Some people say they want him to stay. Some people in the comments say they don't want him to stay. And the engagement is going over the top. I don't know, Kelster, if you saw my post about Jack Grealish to play as a midfielder.
I did. And to be honest, I don't know why we didn't see it more last season, because I think it was very clear there was issues in that midfield. And when Jack did play there, he played very well. You know, that Nottingham Forest game stands out. I know the Juventus game was a different story, but our midfield was lacking a lot last season. And I think it was some stuff that Jack could have brought to the table. But I think the story is just closed with him, because, I mean, Pep is like icing him out.
You know, yeah, it is, because if you
come to the Club World Cup and there's something going on behind the scenes that we may never be aware of what it is. But it's a shame, because I think his skill set would help this team still, but it's not going to help us.
Did you see his drunk video?
Yeah, he was at a concert. Who cares? What?
No, I mean like what he said. Did you hear what he said?
Yes, he said he loves the team and he loves the fans.
Do you think it's true or he's just drunk?
I don't know. I mean, why would he tell City fans, "Oh, I hate you guys"? Like,
just
also usually when you're drunk, you speak the truth.
Maybe you just say no.
The truth comes out.
You know my funny one, no comment. The one you say no comment. That's the one you should have said. No comment and walked away. There was a reaction by Aston Villa fans who were very pissed off, saying because they wanted him back. You know, some of them wanted him back, wanted their captain back. But after what he said, Aston Villa fans, they made videos on TikTok.
The same Aston Villa fans who boo him at Villa Park? Sure they do.
They say don't go anywhere near him now. How dare he? Says he loves City fans. We've shown him so much love. I know we booed him, but we showed him more.
Say fuck off, City fans. Like what do you expect him to do? He's under contract with City.
If it was me, I'd be like, fuck you, Pep, fuck you, Pep, fuck you, City. You guys ruined my life.
Yeah, while he's on like crazy wages. Yeah, right. Yeah, let's just sit here and dick around with our club, because like what did these Villa fans? Too much, man. Too much.
Yeah, but they wanted him back. Some of them want him back. I know there's a lot of them want him back, low-key.
I mean, your idea and concept is good, because I mean, you know, we know how desperate we are with the homegrown quota. It's pretty dire right now.
Yeah, it's not a bad option.
Players stay, so
yeah, it's not a bad option, you know, because who else is better than him there, even as a midfielder? Kyle, how are you doing, Kyle?
One more year. I think we have one more year until Rico and Nico O'Reilly count as homegrown, because they're still like U21. I think. I'm not 100% sure on Rico.
So it's better the devil, you know, isn't it?
I mean, it's something, but I mean, if he's going to stay and be unhappy, then it's probably not good for team morale. Nobody's going to stay and not play and be unhappy. Sorry, I forgot that big caveat.
Yeah, did you decide to wear bandana?
Jam-packed.
Did you decide to wear bandana?
Yeah, I told you my hair is a disaster right now. I haven't washed it in like 4 or 5 days. It's summertime, man. I'm on my days off. I am going swimming in the lake, and
Are you off today?
Yesterday. No, I work later today. So I just woke up, literally. Like I woke up around 5:50 my time in the morning because it's summertime, so my body just decides to wake up early. I did go to bed pretty early though, so I got quite a bit of sleep. So it's not like I'm short on sleep, but yeah, man, it's summertime up here. It's summertime. It's beautiful. I've been out touching grass.
It's also summertime here.
It was 37 for 3 straight days. I had to go up to the lake to escape the heat, man. It was still 29 up there, which is very warm for up at the Alpine Lake. But the lake's nice and cool, so I jumped in, and yesterday I got to babysit my cousin's kid, a 4-year-old girl. She and I we just had a great day playing on the beach, and it was a fun day. It's been a great summer. Like I know there's been no city news, but I'm just enjoying the time right now. The break is nice. I had my meltdown over the club.
Wait, are you? Wait. Are you on the break? Oh yeah. In the I would talk about City Daily Gang.
Well, I mean, like I'm on a break. We're just there's no news going on. Like you said, we're all we're doing is repeating the same stuff over and over again. Prompted you to leave the group.
You guys have traumatized me. You've traumatized me. I can't anymore. I can't.
Well, there's some new news today, so we can talk about that. We got Ederson being linked to.
Did you guys talk about Puma? Did you guys talk about Puma in the group?
This is the biggest deal in Premier League history.
Yeah, but there's
another Abu Dhabi backed corporation, right? Just Abu Dhabi.
That's what I'm saying. But there's pure desperation from you know what? This is what some of the fan base who are hating the Club World Cup hold that. Now look, you have no entertainment. I'm going on Twitter. People are arguing over a 1 billion deal. I was like, are you serious?
I'm being told that Caicedo is now the best DM in the world. So yeah, there's some by Chelsea fans. I'm getting
Caicedo right now. I'm giving him respect because the way he locked up that I thought without Lavia he's not gonna lock up that midfield, but Matthias James as the midfielder was actually better than some of the midfielders I've seen. I was like, wow. You know what, Maresca? What a masterclass. Well done. Because what you did to PSG, I never thought anybody would do to PSG this year. I thought PSG would just sweep every trophy. So big up to you guys. But anyway, Matthias, Carl, are you with us? You've been quiet. Are you still in bed?
Yeah, I'm here. Good morning. How's everyone?
I'm good.
It's a lot later for Carl than it is for me.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning. So anyway, Matthias, you wanted to stream. Here you have one.
I'm not the only one who wants to stream.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
Me.
Now you can talk about yourself. How was your day?
No, you wanted the stream, not me.
Nah, you told me that Patrick stream. Then you said, "Oh, you're abandoning your channel." I said, "There's nothing to talk about."
No. That's a lie. That's a lie. You said, "Oh, there is nothing to talk about. We're not streaming," and I was like, "Yeah, fair enough." Then, like half an hour earlier, like you said you send the link. I'll be streaming at 2:30. I was like, "What the fuck? Is there any transfer deals or what?"
Yeah, offend you.
Today.
Oh, Mateus is the day off. Where's the beer?
He has the day off. I'm telling you,
I thought you had today off of work.
No, I'm only drinking when City's stressing me.
You see, this guy was on his day off. That's why he wanted to stream. I always know him. He wanted to stream.
So we have to do a Tuesday or Wednesday for our drunk stream.
Where is Gundo? I've been told that he went to sign his contract with Galatasaray. Has he signed yet?
Everybody's so convinced he's leaving the club. Like he has no reason to leave.
I'm sorry. That source is
no
bad.
matter what. Why would he leave that situation? He gets big wages.
That source
He's
is
gonna play
bad.
no matter his form. Why would he leave?
That sauce is bad. I've never seen him before until now. I've never. Okay, can I ask a question? If that sauce is good, why is that sauce only tweeting about Gundogan? Is it Gundogan's girlfriend or Gundogan's brother? That sauce is only talking about Gundogan. Have you noticed that sauce hasn't spoken about anybody else? If you go to that source, all he talks about is Gundogan. That source is made up. Somebody wants to just get clicks from that. Anyway,
was it Cornwell who made that account?
Possibly. I wouldn't be surprised. But what's with this news of Edison? I didn't see any of this.
There's just a lot
What's
of
this Edison
confidence
news?
from our fan base that Gundo is going to leave, and I'm like, he has no reason to leave at all. Because, like I said,
Yeah,
he'll play no matter how bad his form is. He played 50 games last season when he was dog shit the entire season. Why would that change?
No, but why would he be dog shit if he scored a bicycle kick against Everton? He must be poor.
Oh, in the last game of the season? Okay.
That
just negates his entire season.
Yes, would you do that? Would any of us do that? That bicycle kick. That's incredible. At the age of 35, he did a bicycle kick. I'm not a
professional athlete. No, I would never do that.
Anyway, so what's Edison? Is Edison going? Can I ask? Is Edison going? Why is he going? I thought he was staying. Why is he been linked to? Galatasaray is a lie. I think Galatasaray is not linked to any of our players. It's just becoming the team that we.
I thought the players are on holiday, so they're not allowed to be linked to other clubs.
No, but I think Galatasaray thing is a lie, because why are all our players?
No, that's a lot of bullshit.
I don't know. Madueke left a tournament to go join a new club, so I'm not buying this holiday thing.
Yeah, but Madueke is not a
gave up winning. He gave up being a World Cup winner.
He still gets it.
Gold medal around
he still gets a medal.
He decided to go to a club he's not going to win any trophies at.
No, he still gets it. He still gets it. Let's still give it to him. He participated, so he gets it.
Maybe he saw the future on the trophy ceremony and said, I'm not being a part of that.
Nah, that was good, though. I didn't mind it. I don't like Trump, but it is what it is. It was fair play for him for even showing up, but I don't like him. But he still showed up. What was I about to say?
He was in the celebration. I might bring on the World Cup next season. Come on.
There's different, Kelsa. Madueke is not a treble winner. So treble winners go on vacation. Madueke is not a treble winner. So
I'm being told Caicedo is a better DM than Rodri.
Can I be honest with you? I'm going to trigger you. In 2025, right now, currently, Caicedo is my DM. I'm sorry. Until Rodri comes back. Rodri's not there.
Oh, you must have missed last season then. See how bad we were.
What have you done for me lately? That's what it is. That's what I'm going for these days. What have you done for me lately? Pep Guardiola is not the best manager anymore. What has he done for me lately? What has Pep Guardiola done? The best manager
would you prefer to replace Pep with Maresca then?
No. Recently, right now, we're talking about right now. Pep Guardiola is not the best manager. It is actually Enrique right now as we speak. If we talk about trophies, Pep Guardiola is not ranking anything on coffee. No, it's not about Pep out. It's just the fact that people have to remember this. That's why I'm saying in 2025, that's the reason why I was having an argument last time saying in 2025, Gundogan is not one of the best midfielders in the world.
We just had an Ornstein Bomba.
What Bomba is it?
Apparently, Liverpool have made an approach to sign Isak.
Oh yeah, I saw that from far away. When Newcastle was signing that fella that Liverpool wanted the striker, I knew that something is happening. If Liverpool get Isaac, just give them the trophy.
Oh yeah, they'd be a favorite. They'd be the overwhelming favorite for the Premier League and the Champions League with Isak.
Yeah, but you know what? Big up though. I like the competition. I like this. Cow, I'm pretty sure you're happy, Cow. You like a bit of seriousness, don't you, Cow? That other teams should take things seriously, not let things go. Like where Liverpool right now going after Isaac. Xerxes, that guy, is it Kirkers, whatever his name is, they got him. They got, what's his name? Ping Pong. They got Verts. They're making statements.
You mean
they want to dominate?
Xerxes plays for Man United.
Yeah, I said Kirkers. That's why I'm saying that they want to dominate, unlike some frauds I know in blue. Anyway, guys, let me ask you, Mateus. Looking at Liverpool, if they sign Isaac, do you see hope, or do you say we're still gonna go toe to toe with them?
We've got the team for it.
Do you?
We do have the team for it.
Do you have the manager for it?
It's just a matter if the team that can compete with them actually plays.
We do have the manager because we've seen what the manager is capable of doing when he wants to do it. we're talking about a manager that um, have been in the title races with different clubs, and we went out there and won it. But and then let's not forget we've got a team. We've got a team right now. Our squad, our full squad. There's enough quality and enough numbers in there to go and compete in all fronts. Whether you want some players out or not, we still have a very decent squad. For me, in my opinion, we've got the best squad in the league. However, decisions have to be made.
I'm not so sure about that, Mateus. If we have the best squad in the
Yeah,
league, I'm not so sure
I get
about
it.
that.
But let me just finish my point. For me,
Mm.
in terms of like, if you look around the options that we had, the striking option, the attacking options, the midfield options, even the defense, I know we want, well, we kind of need to address the right back position and the goalkeeping, but anything else, we pretty much solid. But it's down now to the manager to make the right decisions,
Understand.
and that would include um, picking up the right players that balance the team, have not going through the emotions of I want to see this player from the treble winning season, or I want to see this guy coming back from his form. So that it's just not going to happen. Treble, as soon as the season starts, the treble season was going to be 3 seasons ago. So and football has evolved. We if you look at from the moment Pep Guardiola signed, we went with a lot of different, like, he changed a lot of things. And I think his first season, well, the first season we won the Centaurians, he went with proper fullbacks in Kyle Walker and Mendy. And Mendy got injured before Chelsea. He brought in Fabian Delph to play left back. He changed a bit. He asked Fabian Delph to invert, and we carry on playing that way. And then he brought Cancelo. He was playing Cancelo and Walker. He changed things a bit. We won a lot of trophies. Then he decided, right, okay, I need to win the Champions League, and the defense is letting me down a bit, because if you remember the season before we won the Champions League, we went to the Bernabeu and we could see 3 goals within 5 minutes, or 2 goals in the 3 minutes. We collapsed. We couldn't defend. So the very following season, he adapted and he was like, okay, I need to go with defenders that has desire to defend at the back line. That's why he changed it with the whole back forward centre backs, and we went out there and won the Champions League. Last season, well, the season before, he brought in Vardio, but he failed to address the right back position, which he was lacking in the treble season. But I feel like the squad is there to compete and go and win the Premier League again. He has to make the right decisions this season. And listen, the hardest choice requires the strongest wills, don't they? So he needs to decide what he wants to do. Does he wants to go with? I don't mind going full, like playing add a bit of control into our game. Of course, you have to have a control in the game, but don't be scared of the opposition. Like, you don't change when you look at his team, his best Manchester City. The opposition had to change the way they play. We didn't have to change the way we play. We knew exactly what we have to do. We knew exactly, the opposition knew what Manchester City is about. But now it feels like we're changing because of the opposition. We play Chelsea. When we play Chelsea, we play in transition. We're going PSG away. When we lost 4-2, we were trying to sit back. We went to against Real Madrid. We were trying to sit back. We went to against Southampton. Even though Southampton is a team that's going to drop deep, we're still going with control, rather than actually, right, okay, this is a team that is going to sit deep. I need to put 2 goal scorers in my starting 11 that will guarantee me goals, rather than just going with a solo striker up front. So it's just this kind of things that he needs to go back to the drawing board and just make a few tweaks, and I think he will, but he needs to do it early rather than late in the season, because we as a City fans, we've become so accustomed to, at the start of the season, the first half of the season, we tolerate a lot of things, and we expect changing in the second half of the season, where, because that's why a lot of fans are this, we don't click on up until January or February, but it's okay to have a slow start of the season. But this season is a bit different. You have to click on from the start. There is no way, like, there is no more we're starting slow, then we're going to start picking up end of the season, because if you don't pick up from the start, we've seen what Liverpool is about. They'll just run away again. We've seen what Arsenal is looking around the corner. They've got a striker now. Well, we don't know how they're gonna do it, but they know that we know that they're gonna be there and thereabouts. We've got Chelsea now that we need to look at, because I think they finished a couple of points behind us, or 3 points behind us.
And they had the strongest defense, I think, at the end.
Chelsea?
Yeah, they did.
And
So
yeah,
the same issues we do.
I think, in my opinion,
No. They had, if not the best defense at the end of the last games. The defense was actually better.
I think the Premier League is a long season, it's 30 games, and I think we've got the players to do it, but we have to make some serious changes, and we should not be too sentimental about this change.
You have the players to do it, but do you have the manager to do it?
Yeah, we do have the manager.
Yeah,
Okay.
I agree with Mateus, and I'll kind of bandwagon on.
You cannot say we don't have the manager. That
I'm just the host asking questions here.
Can I speak, Patrick? Can I speak for a minute? I don't have much time.
Yeah.
I haven't spoken yet. I don't have much time.
Go ahead, Carl. So
the question was asked, do we have the manager? I would say we had the manager. And what I mean by that is the manager that played the brand of football, when he said you need to play football with courage, is the manager I want back. The one that we see where he's afraid, he's scared, he plays to the opposition, shows too much respect. That's not the manager that I want. It's not the one I want. I want the one who was fearless. Even though he lost to Spurs in the quarterfinal Champions League, even though he was 3-0 down at Anfield and came back to 4-3, that's the one I want. Fearless, bold, not this guy who's afraid of Al Hilal or afraid of Southampton or Palace and transfer control. I don't want that. That's not what made me fall in love with this game. It's not. So the question is it a manager? Yeah, but the one that was fearless, not this version of fear.
Do you not think that the I think, like, if you remember the 1920 season where we when at the beginning of the season we were considered a lot of goals. The season Liverpool first won the league, we were considered a lot of goals, and then he became a bit conservative from January to March. Then he upped the speed again that season when during lockdown we start winning football matches, we start playing attacking football. Do you not think that he throughout last season it could have happened the same? Because we've seen Pep Guardiola came out and said we're making too many mistakes. The players have meeting about it. They sat down. The group of
do you know
players,
why, Matthias, they're making so many mistakes?
1 second. They sat down. They sat meeting, right. We need to cut down mistakes.
You know why, Matthias?
19 seconds later, we conceded. We gave him the ball.
You know why,
away.
Matthias? Let me tell you why they're making mistakes. They're making mistakes because you play them out of their natural position. So they're not used to it. Now they have to think 3 times to adapt to an out of position play that they're not used to. When players play in their natural position that they've grown up learning and grown as kids, They flow. It's automatic. 17-18, the beauty about 17-18 and 18-19 was that everybody played in their natural positions. That's why it was automatic. That's why De Bruyne can play a ball against Stoke from deep and find Sane. It's natural.
Well,
It's fluid.
I
When
hear you.
when you start to overcomplicate things and play players out of their natural position, and they think 3 times, it's gone.
Did he cut off?
No, I was done. I'm going to a quick meeting, so.
Okay, Grant, thank you very much, Carl. Let me just read this. It says Chelsea winning the Club World Cup makes El Halal loss look fugazi. Yeah, it's true. It's embarrassing. I think it hurt me, but you know what? Big up to Chelsea. I was happy for them.
Man. Mission's a troll.
It's
man.
not
Nah,
football.
he's
good
he's
at
right.
having
And
He's a troll. He's a troll.
and you know what? Low key when Palmer scored that goal, I celebrated and jumped. I don't know, something made me jump. I was smiling. I was like, oh my god, that's cold. It was cold, man. Palmer is actually that cold, man. Big up to that kid, man.
Sorry, my internet just was
Yeah,
playing
he did.
about.
I saw you.
I wanted to say one thing. Sorry, to not right when you say players are playing out position, that's why they're making a mistake. Ederson is not playing out position, but he's still giving the ball away. Akanji is not playing out position, but he's still making mistakes. So, like even Josko Vardio as well. I think it's not just down to playing out position. I think there's a lot of factors that's leading to it. Like it could be they're not confident enough. It could be they're just mentally tired or mentally drained because
Well, Matthias, can I ask you something, Matthias,
No,
before I
it's
forget?
the problem with the high line is the midfield.
Kelsey, let me ask this. Can I ask this? I'm going to ask to the whole panel. Kelsey, you can answer. Everybody can answer. Our defenders overrated? Because every time I go to panels, they tell me that the City defenders are overrated.
Yes,
they're poor.
yes, and yes. There is.
It's all yours now. I'm just
yes.
asking questions that I'm
It's
getting.
100%. 100%. We cannot defend to save our lives. We've spent 600 million on this defense, and we still can't defend. We can't defend. It's either the manager or the defense. So who is it? If it's the manager, then we're in big trouble. If it's the defense, we are in big trouble.
Well, some of the players are just not good enough. Like we know Akanji is not good enough, and he can play this game.
I disagree to
why? Well, because people forget. I think Akanji was brought in to be a 5th choice. Now he's starting.
And he started every game. That's the problem. He's a 5th choice playing every game. He shouldn't be playing every game.
Can I ask?
And he's not a backup.
Why? Can I answer why? Because I just feel like the most of the things that we like, most of the problems in our defense is because the lack of balance in the whole team. When you don't have a balanced midfield, when you don't have a balanced team, your defensive will pay. It doesn't matter because if you remember, Patrick, I told you throughout the whole season, last season, we can have a whole back line of the best defenders on the entire planet, the best fullbacks on the entire planet. But if the midfield is not balanced, or even the attack, we will still conceding goals. Yeah, your first line of defense is the attack. Your second line of defense is the midfield. Yeah, like if you don't find the right balance, like if you just decided to line up, oh, I'm going Bournemouth away, and my back line is going to be Kyle Walker, our right back, and then you going with Akanji, centre back with Diaz, and then you play Rico Lewis as a left back. Sorry, then you've got a midfield of Gundo, Kovacic, and Bernardo. You're asking for trouble.
Yeah, the midfield has been the biggest problem.
It's not down to the quality of the defender. It's just the team is unbalanced. The team can't defend.
The midfield is unbalanced.
Because you cannot say we've got an overrated defense when at one point we were saying we have the best defense in Europe.
Mateus, Mateus, now we have the players. We have the players. We've secured the midfield. The midfield on paper is done. Now it's on the coaching staff and on Pep to select them. And if the coaching staff and Pep are incapable of choosing the right players in the midfield, then we have a big problem on our hands.
Yeah.
Yes,
It's no
yes,
longer
I
that's
agree,
what I'm
100%.
saying.
It's
That's
no
what I'm
longer
saying.
it's no
It's
longer the
about
players.
making the right
It
decisions.
has to be Rodri and Reinders. Has to be.
It's
Let's
about
run it.
making the right decisions, because if you're playing, if you change the way you playing with the new backroom staff, you want to play at high line, and you've got a defender who's got a very good pace of recovery in Kusanov, then you don't put him on the bench, because you're going to need that sort of quality in your team. So you don't want to play a slow-paced defender. You want to play someone who's got pace.
For me,
That's what I'm saying. It's about decisions. We have to make the right decision.
I got a question. Is Hayes left-footed or right-footed?
I think he's
Right-footed.
Right-footed. So for me, in my opinion, the starting centre backs has to be Gvardiol on the left and either Victor Hayes or Kusanov. Because for me, right now, Ruben Diaz has to be on the bench. I don't want him sold, but he has to be humbled for the time being, because I don't know. I don't. His mind is not.
Coutinho, I don't think he'll be that. Coutinho, I don't think he'll be humbled if he after he's done with the football game, he has to see Maya Jama.
Yes, I know. I don't think.
If that trigger,
he has more. No, I'm saying this, and with all due respect,
I'm joking.
There's a fellow, a lady on the panel, but I think there's more energy.
Oh, you don't
on
offend
his
me.
social
Don't
life.
worry.
There is more time. There's more energy spent in the bedroom with him in my Jama and him on his social life than him on the pitch.
I was just clicking that one. I was just spicing that one out. Prophet, yeah, oh no, let me tell with Hong. Hong, yeah, here. Hong, what's your opinion? Our defenders overrated. That's what I keep getting told. That our defenders are very overrated. That we overrate them, and that's the reason why they easily get exposed. Apparently, our defenders are protected. This is what I was told. Your defenders at City are protected because you guys keep the ball. But when they have to do 1v1 defending, they're poor. Is that true? Hong, are you with us? Or
yeah.
You're watching the
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah.
I'm just I was listening to everybody. Now, what I'm saying is, like, with the midfield, like last season, the midfield was a huge problem, of course. So I feel like we do need the defense, but I think our midfield has to be right, because I think I've said this several times on the stream. I said it to you privately. I said to everybody else privately on the chat. I knew that we would lose to Al Hilal. I'm not saying in a negative way. I am saying I knew we would lose to Al Hilal when Bernardo Silva and Gundogan line up. Forget the fact that we could have gone a couple goals up. I just knew we would lose, and I just felt like, you're just like, every time we miss chance after chance, you're just giving Al Hilal more encouragement to get back in the game. Even 1-0 down at halftime, I just not too sure about this, and I was like half asleep when I was watching the game.
That's what happens when you start Doku and Savio.
Yeah,
they're not clinical finishers.
No, of course not. And of course, Harlem missed a chance. Harlem missed a chance as well.
Okay, but Hong, let me
a chance in the second.
Hong, I have a question for Kelksa. Then Hong, before you say anything, let me ask you, Kelksa. If Doku and Savi are not clinical finishers, right? Because I'm gonna be asking you difficult questions, because these are the questions I get asked when I go on panel. If they're not clinical finishers, why isn't Pep Guardiola looking at the bench and saying Oscar Bob and Omar
Marmoush didn't start the game?
I'm sorry.
Omar should have started the game. He's the starter. That's why Doku doesn't start.
Kelly, I need to jump in. I am not trusting Oscar Bob as much as I rate the guy. He has only proven himself on one game, one match-winning game, and that's it.
He scored at the Club World Cup. He had one goal at the Club World Cup.
Oscar Bob? No, he didn't.
Yeah,
Oscar.
Yeah, he did. He came in for 10 minutes and scored.
What game did he score?
I'm sorry.
Oscar Bob scored.
I only value one goal he's ever scored. I only value one game and one goal he scored. And
but do you get where I'm coming from?
And that was that Newcastle game 3-2 in the 23.
Let me throw another one. Okay, so
He's just as unproven as Savio and Doku.
How many Doku's goals you value?
I don't really value as much goals as possible. I don't value any of his goals. Neither do I value Savinho.
I value that goal he scored against Juventus. That was a nice goal.
And what does that contribute to? Nothing.
No, we won the game. We started off the game. Do you know who lost us that World Cup? Who lost us the Club World Cup is not the players. It's our manager. Let me ask this again, Coutinho.
So, okay, and if you're, and the way you're speaking is your Pep out, and I don't blame people who are Pep out.
No.
I need to say this.
Yeah.
I am not gonna defend this manager. Or any mistakes he makes this season is on him. I will support him and everything. But when he makes the mistakes, I ain't backing him. I mean, I ain't say it's your fault. I'm gonna call it out. You are accountable for your own actions. If you can't choose the right lineups, it's your fault. If you can't choose the right tactics, it is your fault. Everything will come back to Pep. Everything will come back to Pep this season.
It does come back to him because why doesn't he look at the bench?
He's not pushing out the players. He's not pushing out the players. His favoritism is what's holding back this club. The board want to do what they want to do, but clearly he's the person.
Wait. But let me ask this: do the board actually want to do? Because first of all,
yes, they do. Vieira wants to get rid of players.
No.
Nobody wants to leave.
No, I think the board.
Nobody wants to leave.
I think the Man City board, they kneel down to him and say, "This is what you want. We'll give it to you."
They're cuts.
I think that's the reason why.
They are cuts. They are
players, but
the board are cuts. The boards are cuts. It's pointless of they're too much cowards to actually tell, because let's be honest, in terms of the pecking order, I don't care if it's Sir Alex Ferguson or Pep. The board are above him. They are his bosses. They are his bosses.
Yeah, but do you think they hold a lot of power over him, or they give him a lot of stuff for free, or they just give him anything he wants?
They give him anything he wants. If he wants to keep Gundogan, they'll keep Gundogan. If they want to keep Bernardo Silva, they'll keep Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva is ruled out, but for me, Kovacic is stuck. Because he's injured. He's injured. He's great going forward, but he's a liability when
there's that rehab picture of him yesterday, and look at all the comments. Everyone's
getting gassed. Great.
Everybody will say that to all. Everybody will say that to all the players. Anyway, Moto, big up to you, Moto. Are you here with us, Moto and Prophet?
Yes, I am.
Okay, how you doing, Moto, my brother? How you doing this morning?
Hanging in there. I'm listening to you guys, man. You all giving some very great points over there. You talked about him.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you all were talking about the high line and fast-paced defenders. That is a very, very important point right there, which we have to look at. We need fast-paced defenders, because in the past, like being a City fan, I have never been impressed ever about City's defense. And what has always been keeping us and covering us is that our midfield has always been best, and then our finishing has always superseded our rivals.
Oh, yeah,
so even the mess of the league is...
Moto, you're frozen. Hong is also frozen for me. Hong, I can see you. Hong, do you want to talk as Moto is frozen?
No, Moto is talking. Moto is fine. What are you on about?
I was saying to you, like...
Moto is fine.
Can you all hear me?
Yeah, we can. Stop listening to Patrick.
Actually,
yeah.
My Bluetooth headphones are misbehaving. This is the last time I'm going to get new ones. Anyway, Moto, keep preaching. Preach, my brother.
So you've got shit headphones and you're trying to blame them on other people.
I did not know.
Yeah, so our pace, like we have always outscored our opponents. So it's a lot of good things that overshadowed the weaknesses which we have. But right now, what is really making us realize the instability in City's team is that our finishing, the goals are not coming anymore. And so either we end up drawing or we end up losing. So that is the reality. That is what has opened our eyes as of now. These things have always been, but of a lesser extent or effect, because our forward and our midfield have always covered these weaknesses. Now, we are transcending these weaknesses now to other things, like we are paying more attention to things that we never paid attention to. Selection, and then individual players. But actually, the aspect of those old midfielders is a big problem, which Pep is hinging onto, and it is affecting the club very seriously, based on these weaknesses which we have and the lack of the finishing in the front. So those are critical issues that have to be addressed and taken care of.
Well, it's frustrating because we have a world-class finisher, but like you've been saying, our midfield trash. They could not get him the ball last season.
Can I just say one thing? Yeah, there's also one thing that it kind of. I think someone said it. I can't remember who, and it struck it to my mind. You know, our team, yeah. When we play football, yeah. You know, when you go into the final third, we don't see any. If Kevin De Bruyne is not playing, let's say for even David Silva at time, we don't see anyone making that risk passing like in between the lines. Everyone is just playing a bit safe. However, when we play at the back, when the opposition is pressing us, we take a lot of risk in our own box because we're trying to play out the back, trying to do those triangle passes because we're trying to get out that press and play our football. We take a lot of risks on our own box, but when we go to the opposition box, we don't take any risks.
I think some
Make it
players
make
get
sense.
scared.
Sideways and backward passes. Sideways and backward passes.
But when the opposition is pressing us in our box, we're trying to play. Actually, we're trying to take a lot of risks as well. And I'm like, yo, just kick the ball long. You know what I mean? And
I don't think. I think the players you're playing just aren't physically capable of that anymore because they're washed up. They're not good enough anymore. But they play every game. Like Bernardo Silva's not going to get the ball forward. He just doesn't. He doesn't do that anymore. So when he plays as a 10, we don't do anything creatively. He just passes the ball backwards, and it's a problem because he plays all the time. We know what our best midfield is on paper. It's going to be Foden, Reinders, and Rodri, and we're not going to see it a lot. That's the problem. Like we have, like we said at the beginning of the season, we have the players, but we have.
I wouldn't say Foden. I wouldn't say Foden in our best midfield. I'll be honest.
We need Foden. We need you either need to score or you need to get the ball to Holland or get off the pitch.
If you want Foden to play, fine, but he has to be in the final third. I don't want to see him in the midfield. I'll be honest, because I want the midfield is for creators. The midfield is for creators, and the guy is not a creator. I will die on that hill.
Would you guys bring John Stones back into the team?
Yes, if he's fit. Yes, 100%.
Stay healthy.
I would.
If he's fit,
I would.
Yes, 100%.
Because I've seen enough to prove that without John Stones in that back line, we're awful. Yeah. Even
so are you bringing him back until his contract ends? Is that what you're doing, like something like that?
Well, he only has one more season.
No, I mean if he's fit, play him.
Okay, so
we have lost our mind.
That's John Stone. Mateus. It happens every time. Remember, he plays every time he's healthy. He just can't stay healthy. But when he's healthy, he plays.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Wait. What is that?
Why are we doing this?
Prophet, what are you saying? What did you say, Prophet? What did you say?
Why are we doing this? If John Stones is fit, maybe Bernardo will come back to his best. Maybe Diaz will come back to his best. Are we blind? There is no coming back from anything. We know exactly what the problem is. We don't need to go around and fluff around. It all boils down to, as I told you guys before, this season is going to boil down to what is Pep going to do. We know what has to be done. So he's either going to choose sentimentality or he's going to choose common sense. And the good news about this season, starting the kind of games that we have to play, the first 10 or so games, that we're going to find out real quickly which one he's going to choose. Bringing back John Stones to do what? That's not wasting another player's time that could get some minutes. Keeping Kovacic to do what? Another waste of minutes. Listen, if we're going to do a rebuild. If we win the title or we win a trophy, no problem. If we don't win anything, no problem either. At least we know that we're building something for the long term. But bringing back John Stones to do what? Why not give Victor Hayes some game time? Tell these players that are hanging on that if you want to stay, we can't physically throw you out the club. But here's what: we're just going to go around you. There is no game time to be had. Give them the
Yeah,
greatest treatment. We know
but
what
Cam,
needs to be done. DF is no longer up to it. How do we know this? We see it with our eyes. John Stones is no longer up to it. How do we know this? We see it with our eyes. Bernardo Silva is finished. Any midfield with Bernardo Silva
Gendo
is
is
not going to
finished.
win anything. It is just simple as that. It's just a way. It's just the manager trying to hold on to players. It's like a man. His wife has cheated, but he's remembering what she did 5 years ago. So the last 5 years, 5 years before she was so nice. The last 5 years, 5 years after that, she has been treating him like crap. She doesn't care for him, but he's still holding on based off what she did prior. We see what needs to happen. It's either going to happen or not. And if it doesn't happen, it's going to set back the rebuild even further. So these 10 games, the first 10 games of the season, the good news again, Arsenal are doing their thing. Or basically the top six is doing their thing. Liverpool is doing their thing. So guess what? There'll be no excuse because I know that fans are looking for the excuse. Oh, we always start slow. Anything like that happens this season, the season is dead before October. I can tell you that straight because we see what
agreed,
Ernest Slack is
agreed,
about. Any
agreed.
any any manager who wants to beat Pep Guardiola, there's one and only one way to do it. Shoot out very quickly, try to put him under pressure, and then try and maintain in the last part of the season. We have seen Mourinho done it. Klopp has done it. That's how Klopp won the title. That is how Slot won. You get out in front and make them have to play to win. Because what you want to do is relax and play their way into the season. That is not going to happen this season. So, in order to fly up the tracks, we need a particular midfield. If Rodri is not fit, then we have to use Nico G with Reinders, with somebody else. No Bernardo Silva. But we know what is going to happen. Reinders is going to play the six because I can tell you now, an unfit Rodri is going to be spammed out. How do we know this? In the Club World Cup, Rodri felt something and he still put him on the pitch. He
Because
took
we're
off
rushing
Rodri.
him back.
He
We're
decided
rushing him back.
he
We're rushing
they're
him.
rushing Rodri back. And when
Yeah,
Rodri
they're
gets
rushing
injured
back, but he's
again,
still re-injured.
then we're going to play Reinders in a position that is not his best, which is six. And we have already seen what he's doing. So only thing that is left is hopefully the loss to Hal Hilal has opened his eyes and he is deciding that this one. Come hill or high water, I'm just going to play the players where they're supposed to play and we'll see how it goes from there. It remains to be seen, but we can't be coming back to if John Stones is fit, or let us put Kusanov at right back, which is not a right back, but let us put Kusanov at right back so we can unlock Ruben Diaz. So after 5 years at the club, we need somebody to unlock Ruben Diaz. He's either good enough for the high line or he's not.
Whoever said
Lingard is
that,
there, so they want to
give
play a
keeps on
high.
moving.
They want to play a high energy game, high energy, high line game. That's where we're going. Ruben Diaz does not suit that. We don't need anybody to unlock him. Put him on the bench. We have
We
faster.
just need a midfield who can hold the ball, and if they lose it, actually track back and get it. We saw in that
That is what we
outline,
need.
Bernardo and Gundo
Yeah.
don't do that.
I don't know who said it. I don't know who said it on the panel. Our defense has never been good. Our defense has never been good. We have never been able to defend to save our lives. It's
Only
the
in the
fact that
treble season.
it's the fact that we've had a competent midfield protecting the defense. We've never had a defense that can defend to save their lives.
I
We got
disagree.
to defend. No, we had a defense that could defend in the year that we went to
I could argue
the final, the Champions League final.
Maybe it was probably the 2021 season, but apart from that season,
Even
The
in the
treble
treble
season as well. The treble
treble-
season, we had a good defense.
Yeah, the four center backs that
Maybe.
worked that season. Yeah,
yeah, the
really
four
did.
centre backs was good. Even the season we went to the first Champions League final with Zinchenko,
Yeah, the defense was good.
Diaz, and Stones, it was good. You can see like
Right.
they were defending, like putting bodies on the line, like blocking shots.
All right, Look at the Chelsea match versus PSG and look at the Bayern match versus PSG. PSG had got transition moments, and what you saw was the opposition racing back to hold up the transition, let them have to make an extra 3 or 4 passes. With us, with the legs and the age that we have in our team, once a team gets at us, there is no way that we're able to delay. We saw Gundogan trying to make a foul. Bernardo was nowhere in the picture frame any at all. So what is the manager trying to achieve? Because this season, the seasons are getting harder and harder. So
And they're getting
maybe
older
I'm
and older
wrong.
too.
Maybe I'm wrong, and I'll put my hands up if I'm wrong. But this is the last season of Pep if he goes the sentimental road. And I just get that feeling that that's what's going to happen. The teams in the EPL are very quick. It's not a one-off. In before, maybe Liverpool had a quick team, Spurs had a quick team, so you had to worry about those. No, the first 15 or so teams, you have to worry about them because they are packed with pace. And you can imagine that Bournemouth popping the ball around City and having Olays at their stadium. How is that possible? The thing is, any team that raises the intensity versus City, we started in the PSG match, we were leading 2-0. All PSG did was increase the intensity and we fell apart. Al Hilal, same thing. They increased the intensity, we fell apart. Brighton, we were leading 1-0, looking good. They decided to bring Baleba and some other young legs on the pitch and increase the intensity. What did our coach do? He removed our legs. He took off Savio, took off Summer, and then introduced Rico Lewis and I think Gundogan, and everything went to hell. Our thing is you need pace to combat pace. We don't have to come up with any incredible tactics. It is simple. Can we match the intensity of the opposition? If the answer is yes, 9 out of 10 times you're going to win the match. These days, we cannot match the intensity, and then we have the manager being coward, right? The manager is not playing the match. He's playing the opposition or the manager. We went to Liverpool last season trying to get a point. And ever since then, since we drew 2-2, every time we have gone to Liverpool, we're not playing the form that Liverpool has at the moment. We're just, it's Anfield, so I have to be like this. When Liverpool comes to us and we are not in any form, Liverpool goes at us. When we go to Anfield, we don't go at Liverpool. And then last season we asked Martin, why did he line up like that at Liverpool? It was Curtis. The only analysis we got was we always lose at Liverpool. How is that?
That's a poor
Then might as well this
excuse, honestly.
season. Let us not. Why then this season? Let us just wave the white flag at Spurs and Anfield because they always lose there. It doesn't make any sense. We know exactly what the thing is. It boils down to one person and one person only. What is Pep going to do? And as I said, the great thing about this season is we're going to see the answer very, very, very soon. Spurs away, Arsenal
No, Spurs got the
away.
Etihad.
Who else? We have the Derby. Arsenal is at the Etihad.
No, Spurs is at the Etihad. I think Arsenal's away. I believe.
Spurs at the
I
Etihad.
think we have an
All right,
early
Thomas
game.
Frank is there.
We have an early game with Arsenal, I guess.
I don't think has that one been confirmed. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, Arsenal.
Arsenal
Arsenal
game-
much like
Arsenal is at Emirates.
3.
So we have big games coming up against certain. Brighton is in the mix as well early. So the first 10 games, we're going to learn a lot. And it's not about the result. So it's not about the result.
And Arsenal.
Yeah.
After that,
So it's not about the result. The first 10 matches, I don't care about the results. I want to see what are the performances like, because if you have a decent performance and consistent performances, you will get the result. But if it's going to go back to the chop and change, and you know what, I'm not going to trust the new players, or I'm not going to trust the younger players. We're just going to get a repeat of what happened last season. So we're not being honest with ourselves here. John Stones is not going to do anything. He came in for a couple matches here and there. He looked great for 15 minutes. Let us be honest. He looked great for 15 minutes versus Real Madrid in the first half. And then after that, it was all Real Madrid. He went to the Bernabeu. First 5 minutes along with Ruben Diaz. A simple ball over the top. Diaz does what he does best. doesn't do anything eerily. And then the covering defender is not expecting or anticipating just in case Diaz misses, I'm here covering Mbappe. No, the two of them looking like deers in the headlights and then nothing happened. We no longer need to depend on those players. John Stones is finished. It is just simple as that. Akanji, it's over for
It's not good
Akanji.
enough.
Agreed.
It is just what it is.
He needs to
It is
go.
finished.
He needs to go.
Bernardo Silva is finished. You may or may not can get something from Kova, but guess what? We have players itching to get game time in the midfield
Well,
with, as number 8.
There's 3 players that we can't do nothing about or force them out. They have 1 year left on their contract. That's Gundogan, Bernardo Silva, and John Stones. Those are 3 players, whether we like it or not, are stuck here for this season. We can't do
And
nothing.
they're
Must we play
Well, we're
them?
kinda stuck
Must
with
we
game
Stones
time is
play
a problem. They can stay. They can all stay, but game time is a problem.
And one more, Edison and Ortega. Apart from that, we can't do nothing about it. Those 5 players, we can't do nothing about.
They can stay. That is not the issue.
The game time is an issue. The game time is actually an issue.
Agreed. And
Yeah,
that's
I
on
get
the
it. I
manager.
get it.
And if they get,
And that's on the manager.
if they get lots of game time,
Listen,
be
when
under
it
no
comes
illusions. If they get lots of game time, the season is over. Those 5 players get lots of
And
game
that's
time.
where- and that's
Forget
where-
about the season.
Yeah,
Dead.
That's where-
I
and that's-
agree. Listen, there's
and
not
that's
much we
where-
can
and
do
that's
about
where
the players'
I've
contract.
gotten to the point. I've gotten to the point where it's no for us to get back to where we were. We're gonna have to be horrible. We're gonna have to be horrible to these players. It's always gonna have to be, what have you done for me lately? I would generally start freezing out some of these players. I would freeze out Gundogan. I would freeze out John Stones.
Didn't
These
we
players
kind of
that
do that at the Club World Cup though? He played 0 minutes, and he was
he
healthy
only
and on
did
the
that to
bench
Jack
every game.
Grealish. He only did that to Jack Grealish because the guy's a degenerate. That's the only reason why. He only
Well,
did
John
that to Jack
Stones
Grealish.
didn't play
because
at
he's an
all in the Club
alcoholic.
World Cup. Like not 1 minute. He didn't even come on late.
No,
in the
but
game.
he didn't leave him out of the squad. He didn't leave him out of the squad. He only did that to Jack Grealish.
So who are you
He
gonna
only did that to
freeze,
Jack.
freeze out then?
He's
I
not
would freeze
listening.
out. You freeze out John. These players that we don't want to play, who are constantly injured or are a liability, we're gonna have to freeze them out. And you can
Well,
take your pick.
Johnston didn't play last season either, so he was injured. So it don't really count, does it?
Yeah, there's not much freezing out
Whether
to
he-
do there
whether he
because he'll
plays
just
or
get
not,
injured
you
and
know.
miss 6 weeks without having to freeze him out. The
Yeah.
problem with Stones is he's homegrown, and we are like desperately like I don't like we might not have the homegrown numbers in the Champions League because it's like what 4 club trained and 4 association trained or something, and we have to keep Stones and Ake. I
Well,
think for that
there
reason.
is an
'Cause we don't
alternative.
have we can't seem to sign any English players, and the other guys are too young.
Yeah, but you can't like look. This is let me speak on the English players, and some people might get offended. Some people might take it the wrong way. But I'm just gonna be the truth. This is what we were talking about. That's why when I said Jack Grealish to the date of today, where people like whether people like him or not, or people rate him or not, he's still one of the best English talent out there. Let's talk about the English talent out there. I'm sorry, there's not much coming out. Look at the English national team. I'm sorry.
I love Grealish, man. I said it before.
The other thing about people is some people take this as discrimination. No, I am coming from Malawi. I support Malawi national team. It does the same thing as the England team. They are nearly men. They get close. They either draw, lose. Same as the Irish team. The Irish team is the same. If you look at the English team, right? Jude is at Madrid. Jude Bellingham is at Madrid, right? So Jude
Trent
is a
is
top
at Madrid.
talent according to people. And then we talk about Trent. Where is Trent? At Madrid, right?
Madrid.
And then you talk about obviously Pickford.
Declan Rice went to Arsenal.
Yeah,
He
we wouldn't
rejected
take
us.
Pickford. Pickford is not such a great keeper. Let's be honest. You'd rather have another keeper in that goal. You look at that defense, they still depend on John Stones as their best defender. And then you look at the midfield. If you talk about midfielders, we've all been gushing over Adam Wharton, which I think is a baller. My own personal opinion. Some people don't rate him. But if you look at that, there's Mark Gay and there's Morgan Gibbs-White. That's why Morgan Gibbs-White, as bad as we were laughing at him, he still looks like a talent. But if we talk about low key, if we compare the English talent to some of the talent that's coming out there, like Zubamende, who's walked into Arsenal, would you rather go and sign Zubamende or Adam Morton? I would take Zubamende, but obviously we have to abide by the rules. So do we really blame Man City sometimes that they're struggling with the English talent? Because they went and got, let's be honest, Phillips was a good English talent. Let's not forget Phillips was the player for England, player of the season for England. He looked so good next to Declan Rice. Rice looked more stable with the Phillips next to him. We went to get the Phillips. We have John Stones. We had John Stones. We have Phil Foden. We had Jack Grealish. We had the English talent that we can get apart from whatever we have. What else can we get? The other English talent.
You can have the talent, doesn't mean it's gonna work out. Like with Calvin Phillips, it's nothing to do with talent. Calvin
Yeah,
Phillips
but you get what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say that there is not much out there you can go pick up. Like, let's be honest, everybody's saying James Trafford, right? James Trafford. Let's say low-key James Trafford, I bring him. But if you wanted a keeper, Mateus, and you sat there, is James Trafford your first choice? I don't think so. I think if you had a list of proper keepers, Trafford is not number one. The only reason why we're twerking for Trafford is because he played for us and there's a bit of glimmer hope. Do you get my point? Even if Lamento, I know he's nice, but he was never my first choice at right back. I was looking at right backs international. So all I'm trying to say is Jack Grealish doesn't look bad, even though people have gone after me on Twitter saying, "Oh, yeah, you're making." He doesn't look bad as a choice to keep because we don't have anybody out there. Look at, do you know who I give credit to? Look at fair play to Spurs. At least they've got Madison, who's okay on and off. They've got a few English players in there. Harry Kane is in Bayern. Like who? Somebody tell me, apart from Livermento, Gibbs White, Adam Wharton, tell me another English talent that we can go get.
Three. I'm not gonna lie. I think Pickford could be a good number 2 because he's kind of older at the end of his career. He's never won anything.
Does anyone?
He might be a trophy hunter, and we can go for someone like that.
Did you say Pickford? Dinosaur.
As a number 2 keeper, not as a starter. Number 2. He's old. He might accept it. He might come to trophy bandwagon. That's okay. We can take that.
Pickford though.
I would consider him as a number 2.
I'd rather get your man. What's the man who gets injured a lot? Do you remember the guy who gets injured a lot from Newcastle? What's his name? It's the keeper.
Botman?
No, the keeper who gets injured a lot.
Nick Pope.
Yeah, Nick Pope. I'd rather have Nick Pope as a number 2. Go ahead, Hung.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Hong.
Yeah, I was gonna say I actually fully agree. I actually fully agree with you on the English players that you're speaking of right now. Like, there's not much around. If I'm gonna be honest with you, like the best ones are like they're playing for clubs abroad. Like I said, you get like Kane at Bayern Munich. You got Trent Alexander and Jude Bellingham. They're at Real Madrid now. Yeah, and obviously the number 1 goalkeeper is Pickford. But Tuchel, I don't know if you saw this, but Tuchel already spoke to the goalkeepers for England. Said like, you can't be comfortable playing in the Premier League for you to keep your place in goal. You need to experience playing in a European competition, so we have a best chance of going far in the World Cup. And that's what he said to all keepers. If you want that, goodness gracious me, like there's just not much going around here. Like, of course, with the English keepers, with the English talent, there is not much going out. I can't really think of any English player that can actually not fair for numbers, but someone that can help us and improve us going forward. Sadly, I just can't think of it on top of my head. It's just do
they improve you, or they just come in to just back up the numbers?
Yeah. See, when I say this, people think I'm taking the piss, but I keep saying it. Jack Grealish is the best winger we've got at the club, whether people like it or not. He's literally the only winger I see that actually has a football brain.
Who? Jack? Oh yeah.
The rest of them, either they're just more interested in dribbling, and the other one is just, or the other one's just interested in having a new haircut every match day.
That's the one I went after. You know.
So,
you see, this is. But Matthias, can you answer me this? I say again, because I want us to stick to this, because this English quota seems to be what everybody's talking about. But I have sat down and I am a bit heartbroken because I love players from wherever they come from. It doesn't matter. But the choices out there. Like Nico Riley looks way better than most of the English players that are playing in the Prem right now. Nico Riley, I would rather have him playing as a box-to-box defender.
I like O'Reilly, yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have Lico Lewis in my team than go start spending money on somebody. So who, apart from Gibbs White and Livramento, who we are all working for, there's nothing out there, to be honest.
There's not much out there, to be fair. Like you've got the Palmers, which we sold to Chelsea.
Yeah, Palmer is gone. Yeah, Delap is gone. Delap is okay.
Yeah, when you look at the English starting 11, well, there's not much in there. You've got Eze. Would you take Eze? I don't mind Eze, to be fair.
He'd be a fine backup, but he's not good enough to start. The difference is he'll go start for Arsenal, but he won't start for us.
Harry Kane is
Eze, I would love, even right now with the current team, Eze I would love just to have.
Yeah. You would take Eze, but as an overall, there's no really much out there. Like Declan Rice at Arsenal, you won't be able to get him. Martin Gay, would you get Gay at Palace? I would. Yeah.
Unfortunately, isn't Gay like linked with? He's linked with Liverpool and Newcastle.
Yeah, he's linked to both of them. Yeah,
he's linked to Liverpool and Newcastle.
Yeah. I mean, if we were looking to selling
when he plans to leave.
Yeah, but if you're looking to selling either John Stones,
that's the problem.
Yeah, if you're looking to sell either John Stones or Nefanake, and we worry about the homegrown quarter, why don't you replace one of them with Martin Gay?
Yes.
Does he want to come here and be on our bench though?
Yeah, he wants to be in the 11.
We have Diaz and Vardio who are going to be our starters.
Yeah, so that's the problem right here, because you need, if you can convince Gay
considering we're struggling to give game time to Gustinov and Victor Reis, he might start asking the same questions. Will I start?
So,
because he's going to start for Liverpool. If Liverpool go and get it,
and Gay's
Liverpool been connecting will start for them. He will start at Newcastle.
Yeah, and Liverpool are short on centre backs as well. They just sold Kwanzaa to Bayer Leverkusen. They've only got Konate, Van Dijk, and Gomez. That's it. That's the only fit centre backs.
Konate will be gone this summer. Konate will be gone this summer as well. Konate will be gone.
Yeah, they'll be international.
So I think Liverpool they'll probably push for Gay, in my opinion. So in Liverpool with that one. So that's the thing, we have to sell, and the thing is no one wants to leave. So, and I'm just seeing the goalkeeper link. Of course, I saw that Edison's links to Galatasaray. That was out of nowhere, because in my head I thought he would be going to Saudi. I thought the offers would be going to Saudi Arabia. So because I'm not gonna read too much in. I'm not going to read too much into it about Edison to Galatasaray. I want to wait for the coming days and see how this story develops. And if it's got legs and it starts to move, then of course maybe I'll start to believe. But right now,
but why would that he's not going? He wants to stay. I don't get it.
Oh, his Club World Cup next summer. Every single player we want to play to get into that Club World Cup squad. Every single player from a different nationality.
Yeah, but Edison is guaranteed player, Matthias.
Yeah, but listen, Edison's not going anywhere. I've told you Edison's going to leave on a free. He's run down his contract.
Yeah.
Edison's not signing any deal. He's not signing for any club this summer. He's running down his contract. He's going to leave in the next summer on a free. Get a massive signing on fit. And his new deal. That's the problem. The problem is, throughout the whole January, we were linked to get a new goalkeeper. And we were talking with Porter. Is it Porto goalkeeper or is it Benfica? I can't even remember anymore.
Porto.
Costa.
We had it all personal terms or yada. But they would say, "Oh, the price is too expensive. The price tag they're asking for 72 million euros, but we want lower than that." But at the end of the day, we all know the club wants a new goalkeeper. If they didn't, they wouldn't have got there and speak to other goalkeepers. They want a new goalkeeper. They have, as I said at the start, they have to make decisions. I'm afraid they have to decide it. And if Edison, if they want a new goalkeeper, buy the new goalkeeper this summer. Don't wait until next summer. Buy him right now.
Yeah. especially we can't go into this season. Like it's not. I think it's too risky to go into the new season with both Edison and Ortega Moreno in the last year of their contract, and I don't think their heads are in it. Well, I don't think Edison's head's in it, in my opinion, going into the new season. Because if he wants to, because if he's really committed to, then he has to sign a new contract. But I don't think he will sign a contract like Mateus said. I think we should get the new goalkeeper sorted right now and let Edison and Ortega Moreno know without having their about being blindsided. Like, listen, we're bringing in this guy. So if you want, if he's going to be our new goalkeeper. So if you're free to leave, you're free to leave. But of course, like we've got like 21 non-homegrown players. 4 of them have to be shown the door. 4 of them have to be shown the door by the window closes. I like to think Viana's quietly working in the background on who he has to let go. I know there was talk of like I saw a report in Brazil that Vitor Hayes is staying. So yeah.
Yeah,
But,
that is good, isn't it? He's such a great player.
I
That's good.
like Reyes. I think he's a very good
I do
centre back.
too.
Yeah. And he's the only
He
centre
looks
back.
he looks more polished right now than Husanov does.
Yeah. I mean, this is a fun fact. He's the only centre back in the City.
Wait.
Repeat
that again. No, hold on. Let me not allow. Kelster, repeat that again. Can you say it with a louder voice, please? Come close to the camera. Say what you just said again.
He wants to clip you up.
No, I'm not gonna clip up. I've never clipped anybody. You know, the people think I clip people.
Somebody's
Sometimes I
clipping
just
me
don't have
up,
time
and
to
it's.
sit down. But you said something. You said Victor Hayes looks more polished than Kusanov.
I think so. Yeah, like he just looks more confident on the ball, and
Did you say Kusanov his passes?
Yeah. Do you know
I'm
Victor
more
Hayes is
impressed
the
with
only centre back?
Victor
Do
Hayes'
you know he's the
passes.
only centre back?
They're both
That's
great
won the
players.
most
I like them
aerials.
both, and I want them both to play a lot of minutes. This is not an
Yeah.
even.
Sorry, what did you say,
but
Hong?
you can't play the two of them together though. Right
Yeah.
now.
I said that Vitor Hayes
No,
is
not
the only
together.
centre back out of the whole centre backs at City that have won the most aerial duels. Everyone else is below Vitor Hayes in terms of winning balls in the air. He's the only centre back that's got the best aerial duel win rate.
Wasn't that Ruben Diaz's thing though when he first came?
No, because Ruben Diaz is more like blocking shots and like commanding defending. He's never ever been that commanding in the air. Not at the start of his career when he was at Benfica. Because I watched him at Benfica way before he was linked with us. So I knew a bit about him, but I knew he wasn't that great in the air anyway. So when we signed him, I thought cool. But I think we needed, like, if we're gonna dominate in the air, like we're gonna get balls off over the top against us. We need someone that can mop it up by winning balls in the air. Vitor Hayes is the only centre back that has the best
Are you
dual
trying
winning rate in the air as well.
So where are you playing Victor Hayes?
And John Stones, to be fair.
Wait, are you playing
John
Victor
Stones well.
Hayes as a centre back or you're playing Victor Hayes as a right back? What are you playing?
Oh, centre back, especially with duels in the air. Because I think like you need the centre back composition has to be one that can play out and one that can just be a bruiser. So Vitor Hayes is the cruiser, and you need Gavardio or Ruben Diaz as the bruiser. So you can't have 2 cruisers and 2 bruisers at centre back. You need one in the other.
Some clubs do.
And
Clubs do. Look at Nottingham Forest. They've got 2 very physical defenders who just rip you apart. Simple.
Yeah, Milinkovic and Murillo.
I don't know, man.
But we do.
That's the reason. That's the reason why I'm so interested to see what happens against Wolves. And everybody like Victor looks great. Let me be honest. Even the passes. Even when I saw the Kusanov Player of the Month video, he had nice passes over the top to the strikers, and he was very comfortable. That's why I was shocked by Kelps saying he's not comfortable on the ball because he was very comfortable on the ball.
No, he can play out.
He can't. He's very good. He's very good on the ball, Kusanov.
We just need to see it a lot more. If you get, I think he will definitely get opportunities this season. But I just like, I really, like I said, like, I think that it's all on the manager about who he selects. Because, like, I can definitely tell you this, and I'll say this on air. If Bernardo Silva and Gundogan are in the 11, we ain't going to win games. All right, with them 2 in midfield. All right, it's not having a. I want to see the team progress and move forward. I don't think it's a rebuild if we keep playing. If we keep playing the same guys over and over again. And
I think we can win games with them. I think we can win games with them in midfield. But there is a limitation on that. I feel if we play an opposition who are slow, like we play a bit slow football, we can win games with them too. But if it's a fast-paced game, then that's when the struggles come, unfortunately. But
Yeah,
he's got to make the right decisions, and I think it will.
really
I
hope it
think
does.
it will. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it will.
You know, I'm saying it on air. I say on air right now, I badly want Pep to prove me wrong. I really, really want to prove me wrong. And I'm not saying Pep out. I never said I wanted Pep out. I just want him to make better decisions on team selection going forward into the new season. That's all I personally want from him. I mean, this Pep right now is too soft, sentimental. Not the Pep that was ruthless, cold, and had no problem. Like the Pep Guardiola, when he walked into the door 9 years ago, he had no problem getting rid of Joe Hart, no problem getting rid of Bonnie, Mangala, and he told them all, find new clubs, you're not for me going forward. And that's the Pep that I want. And he told Sanyo and Clichy, your contracts were renewed, please go. And that's the Pep that was the ruthless and just moved players on. Now this Pep is just holding on to players that he loves so much.
Wasn't
And
not ruthless with Jack Grealish and Walker?
not enough for me personally. I need to see more of it.
Sometimes I just think like there might be an invisible gun on Pep's head that we all don't see, and he's just acting the way he's acting because Pep is so soft right now. I don't know what is going on.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to the thing is like this. I really listen. I saw Walker. I know Walker's gone to Burnley because I knew he wasn't going to come out. I mean, I expected him to go anyway. With Grealish, when I saw the video that when he was speaking to a City fan at the Oasis concert, I think like I said, the way he was speaking, he knows he's leaving. He knows it. He knows he's leaving. So I think, and I'm sure, and he got told by the club that he has to find somewhere new to play. So I think that's definitely going while he's on his vacation as well. So I need to see more of it. It's not just no good just seeing Walker go in and Grealish being left out and spoiled and Stone not playing against goals up. I have to see a way more. I mean, you could talk about buyers and you could talk about we need buyers and all that, but listen, they have to be known by agents or by the club themselves to direct communication.
Yeah, if you wanna find buyers, you need to put them in the market. If they're not
put
in
them
the
in the
market,
market and just say
They might be on the market, but we've
buyer.
overpaid them, so nobody's gonna buy them.
Yeah,
Because Bernardo has a release clause. He's had it for 2 seasons now, and it sounds like nobody's trying to trigger it. So maybe we're a little, maybe that's a sign that nobody wants him.
Yeah.
Listen, if he's like this world-class all-star player,
listen, if you let's say if you've got a list of players that you want to sell, in order to find buyers, you need to put them in the market. Because if you don't, then the players will sit comfortably. They say, right, okay, I haven't been told anything really, so I'm comfortable where I am.
Communication is important. Yeah. So you have
can't
to let
just
them know
expect. Sometimes the other clubs might be interested in your players, but if you don't tell them that they're for sale, we can talk. Then they'll say, "Oh, right, we're just sitting there." Do you know what I mean?
Wait. Can I ask something on that? Because I think it also caused a bit of we're on a space and it caused a bit of drama. I know that when you're under contract, obviously, you can't. There's not much if you stick your heels. But I have seen multiple times where clubs just tell you that, my friend, you're not in the plan. I think even right now at United, Anthony was told.
Chelsea
Anthony said Anthony was told he's not in the plan. What's his name? Rashford has been told he's not in the plan. Liverpool did this before to people, told them that you're not in the plan. Told Fabinho you have to find a club. It's just I just believe that all of us as City fans, right? We have certain opinions saying this is what I think. Me and Kelks have had a friendly fire on it. I remember she was telling me that I don't think we'll find buyers, but I was like, I think that these players look better to others, which is true. Because every time I go somewhere, people glaze our players. People love our players. People love John Stones. Chelsea fans says they would gladly get John Stones in that defense. They would. They don't care about his injury. They want somebody like him in that defense. Somebody told Akanji would be their first choice in that team. That's what I'm saying. Is it the fact that we can't sell,
Ooh,
or it's the
Vader's
fact
here.
that maybe the window is not over? These guys are still talking around. I don't know. I just feel like our players are still treasure to most teams. I think our players are still rated by other teams.
They're
Let's
on
not
holiday,
forget.
Patrick.
Let's not forget that this
Anything
same
is
Akanji.
possible. Walker left, so Burger
Yeah,
wanted
let's not
him.
forget.
So
Do
Yeah.
you remember,
Oh,
so this same
I was
Akanji
gonna say,
maybe you're right.
was the best player at the Euros.
Patrick.
Do you remember Akanji was the best defender at the Euros? Remember, just the Euros that day.
Yeah, of course. Patrick,
Our
so
team
I was
in the
going to say to
Euros,
you,
yeah.
Walker, you know the Carl Walker to Burnley came out of nowhere, like just
Yeah, I
out
did.
of nowhere, like it just out of nowhere. I'm thinking, okay, hopefully we'll see more of that between now and the window closes. But are we going to see it though? I'm pretty sure Viana's working on it, and I just feel like for me, this is just my own feeling, by the way. And you feel free to disagree with me this, but this is just still Viana is working with handcuffs at the moment and not being able to do the job that he wants to do. Because I know there's players that he wants to get rid of, but I just feel like he just doesn't have the freedom to do it. Just feel like you know, and it has to be
What do you
something
mean he
like,
doesn't have the
like,
freedom to do it? He's the director of football.
yeah, but
of the
like you
club.
said, Pep has the power, right? Pep has
No,
the final
he's
say
got
whether
he's got more power than Pep. Viana got the power to sack Pep today if he feels like it. He's the director of football.
yeah, but I
Wait,
just
wait,
feel
wait,
like
wait, wait,
movement.
Yeah, he should theoretically have the power, but
Does
Yeah,
does
I
wait, does the
agree.
director of
I
football
I'm
select the
confused.
manager,
I'm
or
very
it's actually the
confused.
chairman? Isn't it the chair? Is it the chairman?
Yeah, the
No,
chairman.
well, Khaldun would be above Viana, but like
Yeah, but I
Viana's
don't
like the
get. Okay,
architect of
wait,
the
wait,
team,
where is
so
this
he
coming
should
from?
have.
Bigger Veta. Where is this
in
coming
theory.
from? That Viana has to suck Pep. Is it just an example, or what are you on about?
Just
I'm stuck.
It's just because I feel like Pep is still holding on to his favorites, right? And I'm pretty sure Viana wants to sell them, but I'm pretty sure like Pep must have told Viana, I don't want these guys to go, but Viana said no,
Oh,
they have to go. Do you know what I mean? Does that make
okay.
sense?
Oh, so
Does that make sense, Patrick?
you're talking about like a compensation. You think that would happen?
Yeah, I like to think it in my head, and I just know in my head that they already had disagreements on who to sell and who to keep. I just know there's disagreements on that already in my head. I'm not saying it's true. I'm saying out here. It's in my head. I just feel that there's disagreements between them two.
Oh, so the
Right? I don't want people to
so
misunderstand me.
the frustration in your
you know
head.
who said that? You know who said that would happen?
Yeah.
Yeah, wait. So the frustration in your head gave you a movie where Viana and Pep are struggling with power.
Yeah.
Some people are saying that. It says now Viana hasn't got that power. Okay, fair.
Yeah, and he
I
only
thought
just
he
walked
did.
through the door, Viana.
My mistake.
Like he only just walked through the door, Viana. And he came in the door in February, and he watched the rest of the games. He assessed what was going on with the squad, what was going on in training, what's going on, like looked at the contract situations. I'm pretty sure, look, we all seen how disgusted Viana looked at Old Trafford. We all seen how disgusted Khaldun looked at the Club World Cup. And I'm sure there's going to be changes. Just my only things, are they going to do it though? I really want to see movement. Of course, I acknowledge the players on holidays. I acknowledge they're on vacation. But
It's
of
a lot of
course,
bullshit. This holiday thing.
yeah, I agree. I'm with you, Mateus, on this one. But I think, like I said, gotta
I
wait till
know.
the players.
I know it's hard, obviously, because they're on a massive contract. Obviously, there needs
Yeah.
to be a club interested.
Yeah.
But don't give me that holiday book BS, please. I'm
I'm
too
not giving
grown up
up.
for this shit. Honestly,
Mateus,
you can
I'm
lie to
personally
this
not giving you that.
5-year-olds,
Personally
but you
not giving-
don't come with holiday BS to me at me. The fuck
Mateus,
is that
I'm not
all
giving
about?
it. Mateus, am I giving it to you the holiday thing? I'm just
No,
saying, like,
I'm not taking. I'm not saying for you personally. I'm just saying, like in general.
Yeah.
Not. Yeah, generally.
I'm not buying this holiday
things as well,
because I
yes.
like to think the players are on holiday, but I like to think the agents are contacting while they're enjoying their time in the sun, saying, "Hey, listen, there's an offer from this club. Are you going to take it? Yes or no?" So I just like things happen anyway. So goodness gracious me, like I do want to select. I like to think the goalkeeper situation will probably be resolved, especially with the Edison next to Galatasaray. Where will happen? We'll have to see how the next couple of days resolved.
Yeah, we'll find
I
out.
love to see the right back position grow, but I think Newcastle are just still digging their heels in about Livramento, and they don't want to sell. Especially if they get the Isak money in from Liverpool, if it goes through, they don't need to sell Livramento. So if that doesn't work, then we're gonna have to look somewhere else. Like can't just do makeshift can't
Is
do
is Ma- is
makeshift right back.
Is
We've put
Makiti on
Tanaka,
holiday?
Nunes.
Because he was playing for England under 21s in the
No, he's
tournament,
not.
and now he's in Germany
Yeah.
looking for a club. Why is he not on holiday
Yeah,
and come
he's
back
in
and look for a
Frankfurt.
club in August?
He's because he wants to
Why
sort
would
out his
Maxi
future
have to be
right
on
now.
holiday?
That's a
I
lot
don't
of BS, bro. Don't listen to these people, man.
And anyway, what is about to say? Oh, Veta, big up to you, Veta.
Yo, large up,
Yeah,
large up.
big up Vader.
Big
Large
up,
up.
Veta.
What?
Okay. What? No.
Shout out to Veta, my guy Veta, my guy Veta. Big up.
Big
what
up
a
to
good
Veta,
one.
man.
We're fighting
So
over Vader,
Veta,
who likes him best.
so Veta, you came in, and I think you heard Hung's fantasy of Veta and Pep's conversation. Hung has just made me laugh. You see, this is what we call trauma from from disappointment. How can somebody have I would like that conversation, man. Now, you know what? I wish I knew AI. I'll do an AI conversation between Pep Guardiola and Vienna, arguing over who to pick. I can't wait. So Peter, looking at let me go to something positive, Peter. Something maybe you're going to enjoy. So we've received we're going to receive 1 billion this year from Puma.
We're not getting $1 billion this year, but we're gonna get $1 billion
Yeah,
over
I was
10 years.
looking at the
Over-
Puma jerseys. They look horrible. No offense. I think we used to hate on Nike. Like they're okay, but we hated on Nike. Nike was not that bad. Okay, Nike had stinkers, but Nike wasn't that bad too.
It's Nike.
Do you know who I'd like? I'd like Adidas.
I used to live in the town Nike was founded in. It's Nike.
It is Nike. Yeah. But you can let it's like tomato.
I used to drive past their headquarters all the time.
Yeah, what was I about to say? I was saying Adidas seems to be, or Adidas, as you say, seems to be the one that makes it look so good. They make the jerseys look great. I'm just jealous. Like the Arsenal ones have been on point all the time. I don't know why. Then the Bayern ones are on point.
That colored one was terrible.
Which one? The Arsenal one?
The one they wore during our trouble season. That thing was awful.
Nah, but Arsenal's been on point all the time. That's the trophy they celebrate all the time. They win the trophy for the nice jerseys. That's what the trophy.
That little collar shirt of theirs was terrible.
So let me ask you this, Veda. Are you excited because surely Nike is not a made up brand?
Nike.
You know how we always make up brands. No, I'm talking about
Nike.
Puma.
You're annoying me.
It's not a made up brand. So
you live up there, so you're hurting me, Pat.
What? Hating on what? You work for Nike? I don't know. You seem to be very hurt by Nike.
No, I used to live in the area that Nike was founded and everything. Like, it's not Nike, it's Nike.
Nike. I'll say the African way. Nike.
It's Nike. It's Nike. It's Nike. It's Nike.
It's Nike, isn't it?
It's not Nike, but
it's Adidas. It's Nike. It's not.
Is it Adidas? Is it Adidas?
It's Adidas. It's Adidas. It's Adidas. It's Adidas.
Is it Adidas or Adidas?
Adidas.
It's not Adidas.
Do you know, Veta? You say it like an arrow.
Like saying Target or Target.
You say it like an arrow.
Only Americans will know that reference.
There's the how it's said from the origin and then how it's been said amongst everybody. So when Patrick's saying Nike, I get it because I've heard many say it, but officially it is Nike.
Nike. So you say
like
Nike.
Ancient Greek, Roman, ancient Greek.
Then where's the
history.
why? Where's the why? Where's the why? Where's the why? Where's the why?
I don't know.
It's not about how it's written.
We're
It's how it's pronounced.
We say Nike.
So it's Nike. I used to think it's Nike.
No, it's Nike. Yeah, it's Nike.
Yeah. Anyway, what
on this stream is Nike.
It's Nike. So it's Nike. Okay, what is about to say? So Vector, are you happy with this deal, or you were like maybe we should have changed the sponsorship for it?
Patrick, listen. You know me. I get a lot of heat because loyalty is a huge thing for me.
It is.
Loyalty is a huge thing for me, and I like that there's a brand like Puma that have said, with all the things that are up in the air, you know what? I'm gonna take a shot. Puma's showing more commitment towards the club than I'm seeing some of our fan bases with regards to the hope.
Start naming some names.
This isn't the show to name
every single person on that panel apart from me.
Drop a shot like that. You name some names.
Listen, I'm doing it. I don't care. I'm going to drop every single person in the mud. I don't care. Come on, mate.
I'm just saying.
What are you saying?
Conway's not here.
I'm not having this fake bullshit anymore.
Let it
Same
out.
shit, different day.
Wait,
Same
why,
shit,
why,
different day.
why
Same
you
shit, different day.
why you crashing out, Martin? Why you crashing
I'll
out?
tell you why I'm crashing out. Because all anyone does, you bitch and moan. But Teus goes on saying I'm a 5-year-old. I've forgotten more about Manchester City than he does when he has a shower. He can sit there and tell me I'm not believing this bullshit. Don't ask me for info then. All these people asking me for info, being two-faced, and then using it against me in spaces. Yes, I do get told because people do send me clips. People do send me information what goes on. So, you know, all this, we're making up stuff
Right.
as
When
factual
I call you
information. No,
5-year-old,
shut
Martin.
your mouth. You shut up for an hour. Now, my say.
Come
No,
on,
no, no.
Martin.
You
My
don't
say.
tell me to shut up.
No,
You don't tell me to shut
Matthias,
up.
wait.
They
Martin,
don't call
come
me
on.
a 5-year-old on a
No,
space.
I
Martin,
never called you a
Martin, we don't
5-year-old.
do that. We don't do that. We don't do that. We don't do that.
Never mention your name. Once in
Yeah.
never called you a
Oh,
5-year-old.
don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. I don't
No,
button up from the back. What we doing
I'm
here?
not saying that because I've never called you a
Oh, you
5-year-old
know.
for starters. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this in a very loud manner. I am a very patient individual, very patient. I'm very tolerant, but I don't tolerate disrespect. Martin, if you're coming to disrespect somebody, I think you should do it off camera. I think we should do it in a more mature way. I have let people go head on this channel, but I think that's a bit too much. If you want to call out somebody and you want to talk to Mateus, Martin, you know Mateus's number, and Mateus knows your number. We are not young people, we are adults. So let us, if I can say, not do this here, do it outside. We are not here to entertain people. This is what I want to say to all of you. I'm going to bring back both of you here. I'll bring back both of you, Martin and Mateus. But this is what I want to say to you guys. And I'm going to tell you that's why I have so much peace in my life and I don't have enemies. I don't come and air my dirty laundry on public. Let's not do this. You're going to just entertain the public. You are just going to insult each other over the public. It's the public that's going to win. Martin, I get you got sent clips. Let me tell you, Martin, those clips you're being sent, people do that purposely. They have done it to me. They've sent me clips. They send clips to start drama. If I were you, Martin,
don't
it's
talk
best to
about
air.
me when I'm not there.
Listen,
Don't talk
Martin,
about me when I'm not there.
Martin, it's best to air this outside. I'm telling you, Martin. Don't get yourself don't get yourself angry on air. This is just entertainment for people. That's what they'll take it as. I would rather if you do it with somebody personally. You know Mateus. You can text Mateus. You can call Mateus or anybody on this panel. You have their number. You can say, I heard this happened. Why is this happening? That's the best mature way to do it about this. If you do it here, I'm telling you 100%, you're just entertaining people. And what people are going to do, they'll be happy. And that's why some of the people, Martin,
I'll tell you why I'm angry. I'm sorry
telling
for
you,
doing
Martin,
the
that's
show.
why some of these people
And
are
I'll leave.
gassing
No,
you
Pat,
up.
I'm just going to leave. That's why I've left X. Because I'll tell you why it is. I have given people on this panel right now, I've given more people on X, more people than anyone a platform to speak, than anyone was giving anyone time. I've given
Yeah,
more
but
fans
Martin,
globally. No, Pat, let me just say my bit. I've given fans publicly, fans abroad, fans everything. I have tried more than anyone to bring this fan base together. And all I've had in the last 2 weeks is insults, laughed at, people stabbing me in the back when I'm not around. I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah, but why don't you talk to the people?
I'm
Why
sick
don't
of
you talk to
people
them?
being fake.
Yeah, but
Just
why don't
be
you talk
honest.
to them? But why don't you talk to them? Why
Can I
don't you
just
talk
say
to
one
them?
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Matthias.
Right. First of all, I've never called you a 5-year-old, Matt. I don't know what you might have misunderstood what I said. I said, yeah, and I'll repeat it again, right? These bullshit that players are on holiday, it's all about BS. I said it's BS. And you're not giving me that bullshit that players on a holiday. We cannot say that. I'm not a 5-year-old, and you're not talking
But
to
I'm
5-year-old.
not giving you a bullshit. I'm
No,
giving you the
Martin.
actual facts what's
Yeah,
going
I
on.
get it. But I've never called you a 5-year-old. So where you getting that from?
This is what I'm saying. And you know
And
what?
and second of all, listen, Martin, we can talk about football, we can talk about Man City, it's all calm. But me personally, yeah, I've never asked you for any transfer information. I've never messaged you privately or called you or give me information about transfer. I don't believe in most of transfers anyway. I don't follow none of this transfer good on social media.
And do you know what's bad? Let me tell you,
I've got
Martin.
nothing. Yeah, when we talk about mindset, I've got nothing but respect for you. Yeah, but when what it happened, even when Patrick telling me some telling me some mad fantasy, oh, this player is good. I was like, buddy, are you fucking mad? I challenge people and their opinion. I challenge you on your opinion without any
You
sort
can
of
challenge
disrespect.
me all day long, but it's an
Yeah,
opinion.
but
All
I've never
we've done,
disrespected you, Martin.
no, but all we've done is, and this is my thing right now, is I've had people, yeah. All right, so
And
I'm
no,
misleading you. I
I've never
apologize. Right, it says
disrespected you.
I
But yet you're
apologize for
coming
that.
on
I
stream and you're
misheard.
telling me to
I
shut up.
don't. Yeah, because of what we're doing is this stream. All we're doing is it's like a space. The other day, everyone out, everyone in. Rihanna's crap. Pep's crap.
Martin,
He's crap. He's
Martin.
crap.
Did
What we're
you
doing?
listen? Did you listen to the start of the stream? Yes or
No, I
no?
joined 10 minutes. In.
Okay,
I joined
okay.
10 minutes. In.
Give me two minutes, and I'll
Explain to
explain.
him, please.
At the
Explain to
start of
him.
this stream, the question was, with Liverpool buying Isaac, do you think we've got the team to go and win the league? Patrick, I will repeat my answer, and can you confirm that's my answer? And Kels is going to confirm. I said yes. We can win the league. We have the best squad between the whole them three, Arsenal and Liverpool. Yeah, we got the best squad. We've got better players. Yeah, it's all about making the right decisions. Yeah, and that not just coming from the players, it coming from the manager. It's all about making the right decision. Patrick then asked, "Have you got the right manager?" And I said, "Yes, we do." But he has to make the right decision. Wasn't that my answer?
Yeah, it
Patrick
is.
and Kel.
And you know what? This is what
What
I
are we
keep
doing
telling
here?
You can even go back and listen to it because I mean,
And you know what, Matthias?
we're
Matthias,
not
look at
we're
this,
not just
right?
backing him.
So look at this, Matthias.
Did
So
I
see,
mention Bernardo Silva? Did I mention Edison?
No. So
Did I
Matthias,
mention
let me give an example, Matthias. What I just said. Look, there's people who were telling Martin, or jump onto the thing. Martin, guess what? Then some people in the comments are laughing and say, "Oh, keep this on." I'm not going to do that. I'm sorry, Martin. I am not going to embarrass my friends. You guys are my friends. I've seen, even after that space, I sat down and said, you know what? Next time on a space, I'm gonna keep my cool. Because what's happening is people are purposely doing all this thing where they will send information to somebody for the sake that, oh, this gang of people, they come on camera and they will rip each other apart. No, it's not happening. So guys in the comments, I'm sorry, you're not AMCFC.
We've been
You
live
wanted the
for
entertainment.
1 hour
You're
and
not
40
getting
minutes.
that entertainment today. I'm sorry, AMC. It's going.
We've been
You're only
live
out
for
to
1
hell.
hour and 40 minutes. I'm back in this team for the 1 hour and 40 minutes, and I'm back in the manager and I'm back in the players. Never mentioning a single player out.
Yeah, this is what
Never
I'm
run
saying.
any agenda, any hatred. Yeah, if you listen to this stream for an hour and 40 minutes, yeah, I said that I back this team. Yeah, I still think this team is better than Liverpool and Arsenal's team, and I feel the manager will do it. It's all about making the right decision. He has to make the right decisions.
Yeah, that is true. All I can say to all of you, I can say to everybody, guys in the comments, if you were hoping for a fight, you've lost. I'm sorry. I don't do that shit. Veta knows I don't do that. So you've wasted your time.
Don't come at me and say, "Oh, I'm hatred.
Guys,
I'm hating on players and I'm hating on manager. I want everyone out."
Yeah, ask somebody else at the panel. But anyway, let me go back to Veta. Veta, 1 billion. Are you happy now that we are getting this sponsorship? And then let me ask you, Veta, because I'm gonna ask this question. I was about to ask it anyway. How is Puma, or Puma, as Kelster says, Puma, as she says Nike? How is Puma?
I have no comment on Puma.
Yeah,
That's a
how is Puma giving us all this money with the 115? Why are they so loyal to us? As you say, they're loyal more than some of the fan base.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's because you saw the promo, you saw some of the social media posts, right? They recognize what's happened in the past, and they obviously have eyes on the future. So it's the partnership that you love to see, because we're in difficult times, right? We didn't have the best of seasons last year. There's a lot of things up in the air with regards to the players. There's a lot of things up in the air with regards to the manager. So when you have all of those things, there's still I'm gonna commit to City with all of those questions in mind. So I'm extremely happy with this 10-year commitment. I'm extremely happy with the 100 million that they're going to be spending with regards to us per year. So it says a lot. It means a great deal with regards to what we're looking to absolutely maintain throughout this transition and this rebuild or rebrand or however you want to call it. And all of the doubts that are there, you have a brand that are like, we're committed to you guys. And it's a give and take, right? So obviously they're committing to us because they have belief that we're going to have success moving forward because this deal's increased. The contract's been now extended for 10 years. And you don't do that. You don't make that level of commitment if you don't think that the performances are going to match up. You don't do that out of sentimentality. You don't do that out of pure loyalty. You do that with a partnership. So I saw this and I was like, whoa, this is amazing news. And with regards to the kit, because you kind of mentioned it earlier, every brand has their hit and misses. We often hear those that are on with Adidas saying there's too much replicated styles amongst the kits. Like they see the same stripes in the same position. They seem a little difference in terms of color. They seem too many similarities with regards to what's happened for the club as well as the international teams. And then when you look at what's happening over at Nike, there was a lot of criticism with regards to there's not much soul here. There's not much of a twist here. It's a little too template. So there's going to be hit and misses. I love the commitment. And again, Puma is unique in the sense where we don't see this everywhere. We don't see this brand everywhere else. And I'm getting more of a, it's becoming very unique to Manchester City. So I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. And I'm happy with the partnership.
Yeah, they've had some real bangers
I agree. I agree on the
Purple shirt
90
was great.
thing. I agree on the 90 thing. When we had Nike, there were some kits, they were actually really good kits, but most of them they were kind of the same.
Copy and paste.
Yeah.
They were the same. With Puma, the only thing that pissed me up about Puma is the number format. It's the way
the font.
It's awful.
I mean the font.
The number font has been stinky.
Remember the 2021, 2022.
Oh yeah, that
that
weird
number,
block
looking
stuff.
like in a calculator style of number.
Yeah.
And last season as well.
Yeah, the digital style. Yeah.
It's
That one was
awful.
weird.
Awful. Just change it, man. Just
Dude,
keep
last
it
year's-
simple.
Last year's second shirt, total banger. The treble shirt, the blue and the red trim, banger. That's one of my favorite kits. Like, it's not like they've all been total crap. There's been some bad third kits, but all three kits last season were, well, the main ones. I don't really care for the Oasis one personally, but I thought the other three were fine. The maroon one was beautiful. Like, I want to see a throwback to the purple one. That'd be fun. Maybe next season.
What purple one?
The purple one from what was it?
I think it was from the 14-15
Like 10-11
season. And I think the 14-15 season is when the time when we had a purple kit with Nike.
Wasn't that Nike
And
though?
Nike. It was with Nike, and also
I think it was Nike,
the 07-08 season when we had when we partnered with Le Coq Sportif, the French kit brand, we had the purple away kit as well. That's probably the time when we had. That's probably the time when we had the away kit as well. And that's probably, yes, but I know we had maroon last season, and the one in 12-13 we had when we had with Umbro, we had maroon as well. So yeah.
Yeah.
At least Puma,
that's the last one.
Puma try and show the history of the football club. And that's what fans want to see. Is that you do pay homage to the history of the football club.
So you got to
I know that isn't everyone's flavour. But Nike never paid homage to our history. Puma
the black and
What are you doing, Pat?
the black with striped ones, they also released. I think that was years ago. That was with Nike, but they weren't doing much, to be fair.
It's like people might not like the third kit, but it's similar to the one we had in 2000, 2001. Also pays homage to the rain in Manchester.
Yeah, true.
This is what people want to see. They did the 99 replica kit, paying homage to the 99, team.
Banger of a kit, absolute banger.
I've always said this: the minute we stop, the minute we forget our history, is when we have no future.
I'll be honest. I think Puma's kits are actually slightly better than Nike's kits. that
Yeah,
we've
yeah,
had.
they are.
I think Puma's kits get a forced hate. I think the kits have actually been slightly better than Nikes. I'll be honest. They're really nice. Like I don't.
Do you remember
I
Coutinho?
like it. I like the third.
Shirt
I like the
last
third
season
kit.
was nice.
Like, look, my favorite Puma kit was probably 1920. Even though it was a bad season, I like that away shirt. I like the away shirt and the home shirt.
Which one?
Especially the away shirt. The away shirt was really, really nice. The black
Was it the black one?
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
the
the black one,
Hacienda
that was-
shirt too.
Yeah.
That Hacienda shirt is one of my all-time favorites. I think that's a Puma one. I love that shirt so much.
It's Nike. It's actually Nike.
So,
Oh, was it? No, it must have been
It's
one of
not
those.
Nike.
so
Is it
yeah,
Nike?
my
That
favorite
was
one.
such a good shirt though.
No,
Nice,
1920 we had
nice.
we had black within
That
yellow
was the
stripes.
Hacienda shirt because that was Rodri's first season, and it looks so good on him.
Yeah.
Puma. So
So,
I
wait,
think
wait,
I
wait,
like
wait.
me personally. I think what was it?
This is not.
And you remember the 03-04 season?
Okay, the black,
Yeah,
the
when we
Hacienda
had
was
the
the second shirt.
yeah the 03-04 season when we I think when the sponsor was first advised and shirt sponsor was Reebok, and of course it was similar to the one in 23-24 paying homage to that as well. And of course, like Martin said about the third kit, it is like reminding of the 2000. Basically, it was when we wore. I remember when Robbie Savage got into a fight with Haaland's dad. So I think I remember that match very, very well. Away to Leicester City. So I remember that very, very well. Yeah, Martin, do you remember that match when Haaland's dad got into a fight with Robbie Savage?
Yep. See, this is my thing. This is why I always say, learn the history of the football club. I know that's boring to me, and people hate it, but learn the history.
That's why we're so excited for your show, the history
No,
show.
the away kit one.
allude
I think
more
on
to
03 or 4. I
stuff
think
we
it was
just
it
didn't
was the
know.
black and red, isn't it? Like, that one was cool, to be fair. Black and red stripe, the away kit, and the home one was a bit similar to the one we had last season. The last season home kit.
Yeah.
No, not the last season. The season before, the one we won the league.
Yeah, and in the 22-23 season, the home shot it is like similar to the one that we wore in the that was the one when the time when we won the European the European Cup Winners' Cup, if I'm correct.
Cup Winners' Cup,
it was kind of an omen. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was an omen
that was cool.
to that one as well. So that was an omen to that one. Unfortunately, Colin Bell wearing number 8, Grindwell wearing number 8. So all the stars are all aligned on that one. Him, of course, Tony Book was the last guy that lifted the European trophy before Ilkay Gundogan lifted the Champions League. So I remember. So it all links up, adds up as well. And
do you know what?
You look at the
when that kit came out, I just knew we would win the Champions League that year. I knew it, honestly.
That's such a sick shirt.
It's just an omen.
Yeah.
It's an omen.
I had the feeling
the
that
signs were there.
This is the season we'll do it.
Yeah. Honestly, Puma's first and second shirts are fine. It's just the third ones that have been a little. Some of them have been a little. You know, the one that had no badge on it, that was a weird one. Plus the calculator font and. The trouble season when we had it was like that neon green, like that weird green color with a black stripe. That one was just weird. I didn't understand that one.
Yeah. So we're probably going to see
the
that
renderings of the rain shirt. I'm a little skeptical of that. I love the concept of the rain. I just don't know why neon green needs to be in there. Because you can make a beautiful shirt. Are you rainy shirt with like?
Wait! Are you guessing up that rainy shirt that's coming? The green one.
No. I'm very skeptical of it. I like the idea of rain on a shirt because it's very.
That looks horrible. It looks like sweat.
I have no idea
like
what the neon green is doing in there whatsoever. Like, why do we need neon green? I don't know. Is that some sort of like inside Manchester? Like you need to be there to know it.
It's to the 2000-2001 away shirt we had, the Lecoq Sportif.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the same. Yeah, same shirt. Just watch the clip. I don't know if you guys, when you get the time, watch the clip when
we got relegated to Ipswich.
Yeah,
we got relegated to Ipswich.
Alfie Haaland and Robbie Savage got into a scruff, got into a fight that game. I remember it very, very well. Of course, I was like a team. I was. Yeah.
I think I can hear you. You're frozen.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah, you got enough.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah,
My
yeah.
apologies.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was
I'm
saying
actually
this,
surprised.
yeah.
There's actually Spartacus here. Spartacus, you're very quiet. What do you think of this $1 billion deal? I hear we're the first club to ever sign it. First
I
Premier
think
League club.
Barcelona already signed one. Yeah, first Premier League. I think it's a good deal. Like we got a lot of money. We got a deal similar to Barca. I think it strengthened the case of the ATP thingy because we got one of the
Yep.
highest deals of all time. So it means that market value puts us as one of the most valuable clubs in football. So yeah, I think it's good all around good.
Yeah, can I ask your opinion, Spartacus? Because I
And
asked
of course,
people at
like-
the beginning before you came on, and I'm going to even ask Martin and Veta were not here, so I'm going to ask the same question I asked Matthias at the beginning. I'll start with you, Spartacus, then I can go to Martin and Veta. Look, for me, you have to look at competition. How are you feeling, Spartacus, that now Isaac is linked to Liverpool and it's serious? Now it's David Ornstein and Fab linking it, saying it's now serious. So what are you looking at? Do you still sit there and say, oh, our team is strong enough to fight them if they get Isaac to that team? To be honest with you, I'll trigger people here, Veta. I think Isaac gets too much glazing. I'm sorry. He gets too much glazing.
Isaac is crazy.
I go to panels and people put him as if he is, I don't know, they put him up there as if I'm looking like
He's a
Cristiano
bit
Ronaldo.
overrated.
Call him
and
better
he
than
goes.
Holland, which I think is a little insulting.
No
He's
chance.
not. What has he done?
Patrick,
I don't
you
think
know
it's
how
far
it
off
is.
though.
Stop listening to these people, Patrick.
No,
Holland
he's
is
got
a
it.
strike in the league.
Yeah, but what has Isaac
Sorry,
done?
I'll say this. No. But see, Patrick, you can't do the what has he done because it's based off of last season, and we are having so
not
much of a
impressed, though.
meltdown.
Yeah.
No, I hear
His
that, but
career goal stats, they're nowhere close to
no,
Holland.
but it's not about the career because we're seeing it in our own club. It has nothing to do with Pep's career at City. It's what did he do last season. It has nothing to do with
what
Isaac.
did you do for me lately?
Exactly. So what Isaac did lately was last season. So you understand. It's the same mentality. Forget what you've done for your career. What did you do last year? Because when you hold that stick to a manager or to a player, you get it. So they're holding that with regards to Isak in terms of what he did last season to what he will potentially do next season. The same stick we're using, what Pep did last season to what we think he's going to do this upcoming season. And the same for Holland. Holland's got to bounce back. Many players got to bounce back. But the promise that Isak shows, I get the hype. And I would agree. And again, Mateus, who's very confident with us winning the league as we are currently constructed, I still have my questions, though, because Liverpool won this league last year, and they went out and they got Verts. They went out, and if they have Isak, that is strengthening on strengthening. And I think it's a very good pickup because they were actually missing a killer, not as prolific with regards to Holland in his best season, but what Isak showed last season, it makes them stronger, it makes them dangerous. So I get the hype. I get those that are glazing him. I understand.
Okay, so wait. So let me ask you before I go to Spartacus. So so let's say, for instance, they get Isak, because I hear Diaz is going to Bayern is back for him again. They get Isak. They do look dangerous, don't they? I think low key they look dangerous.
They're showing, and again, the reason why it's dangerous is, and you hear it from every Liverpool fan, they want that back to back. Like that's something we've been able to flex. That's something Chelsea's been able to flex. That's something obviously United have been able to flex. Arsenal haven't been able to do that, but they want that back to back, and they're committed to it. And it's funny when you understand that trying to do that requires a really special season, requires like some serious intent. The club's showing that, and I think they're also showing that urgency because they know this upcoming season means they only have 2 more years guaranteed contractually with regards to Salah or Van Dijk, right? So I think they're like, they got to hit the ground running. They got to make it count. So Isak is a dangerous signing. I think it keeps them as the favorites to win it, and we're chasing them.
Yeah, that is fair. What about Spartacus? Do you see anything, or you're with Veta? You're like, yeah, this is a big money move. Because I'm shocked. I thought it was fantasy. Then until I saw Newcastle looking for a top level striker, then I was like, there's no way that fella is coming to Newcastle to sit on the bench.
I think we can win the league, certainly. I think we have the squad to do it. At the end of the day, I think we still have a better midfield if we put out Rodri, Reinders, Foden. I think we still have about as good of a backline. Even if we don't get a fullback, I think we have still about as good as a backline. The main question for me will be how good will Salah and Van Dijk be next season? Because again, they're getting a year older.
Yeah, they're both
That's a good
33
point.
now. I think
Do I
I think
think that
Van
they're
Dijk is
gonna
about to
fall
turn
off?
34.
I think Salah is about to turn 34 and Van Dijk is about to turn 33. I know one guy is one year older than the other one. Do I think they're gonna fall off? No, I don't. But I didn't think that Yaya was gonna fall off as he did, and so yeah, they could just not perform as well as they did. And again, especially Van Dijk, he had an ACL, he had some injuries in his career, so his body's a little bit more strained than Salah. I think Salah might be able to keep it going for a little longer. Another thing that's very important to have in mind as well is the Africa Nations Cup thingy that Salah needs to go and play, as well as Marmoush.
Wait, we're gonna lose Nori, ain't we? We're gonna lose Nori.
And I think Husanov leaves at that time too because of the Asia Cup. They're usually on the same time frame as.
But I don't think that
they're a different year. The Asia Cup.
Oh, is it different this year? Okay, my bad.
But I think that Salah is a bigger miss than both Mamouche and Ainohi. I think.
Yeah.
I think even if we lose out on Ainohi, we can play just.
I forgot Mamouche is Egyptian. Oh Jesus,
yeah.
I forgot.
But again, like we can play at Doku Asadio for 2
I was
weeks.
laughing at Liverpool. Now I've noticed that I've got. Okay, I asked for this. I asked for the African players, but now they're gonna leave. So Nori's gonna leave. Oh my God! What if Mamouche and Nori are having the season of their life and they leave? Oh my God! Anyway, it's fine.
To clarify, Van Dijk just turned 34 and Salah just turned 35. Like Salah in June and Van Dijk.
Wait, Salah turned 35? No way.
Sorry, 33. Apologies, 33. Salah just turned 33 in June, and Van Dijk just turned 34 a couple days ago in July. I think
that the strain on Salah's body of the African Nations League is going to be much higher than what's going to be on Mamouche, because again, he's 33 and he's going to have to play immense heat, 2 matches a week, playing Tuesday, Wednesday, Saturday. So we have to have that into perspective as well. But is that going to Liverpool game changer? Yes, I think it makes them more likely to win the Champions League more than the Premier League, I think. But yeah, I still think we can do it, even if we don't.
I think they'll find it hard this season, Liverpool. Obviously, like the hardest things to do is to retain the title. If you look back, even when we first won the title on Mancini, we kind of struggled in the second to retain it, even under Pellegrini. If you even remember, even under Pep, we were going to games that even struggled to win. Like we were winning in the last minutes of sometimes with Sterling, Vincent company. It's really hard to win it back to back because teams they start figuring you out. Like when you look at it, it's Slot. He came in, he made a few tweaks and that. It was a bit unpredictable when teams were facing Liverpool, different to Klopp. But I feel like even the opposition they'll be more prepared for this Liverpool, so it's going to be hard for them. Listen, they're a good team, but as I say, I feel like it's all about what we do. We've got the players. I still believe we've got good enough quality in our squad to go and win that title again. It's just a question of the team selection needs to be better. It needs to be a bit more balanced within each choice, Pep Guardiola. But I think, listen, he's won 6 league titles. There's not a better man to go out and then win it than him. So he's gonna win it, man. I feel like people say, "Oh, he's not going to change," but he's been making changes, even from last season and back end of last season. He's been making changes. I know it's not the changes that people are expecting right now, like, but the style of play is changing. But he just needs to. It's just that team selection that he needs to. He needs to be a bit ruthless, man. He needs to be a bit ruthless with the team
quicker too. That should help.
And I also think that people are just assuming that the signings for Liverpool are going to hit the ground running. What
Yeah.
usually signings don't do that. They
Yeah,
take a
I think that's what we
season to
are.
get.
That's what we are. I think that's what you're right, Spartacus. I think we're all falling for that. We're just saying, look, Pimpon will come in and he's going to adapt well. Kirkus will come into a new system, and then we're talking about Verts. So these are 3 starters, right? Am I wrong? 3 starters. So
Yes,
someone's
and also
Liverpool are
insane.
dangerous. Liverpool are majorly dangerous.
We don't even
Of course
know
they're
what Verts is going to do.
I think-
Or
What
I
you
think
say,
Arsenal are dangerous. I think Liverpool and Arsenal are dangerous. I said weeks ago, you're going to get more money spent than you've ever seen before in the Premier League. And you're going to see that because the fees are out of control now. Now, if they get ease out, they get ease out. But as long as City are challenging, and that's all I will say. I will not say who's going to win it. I'm not going to win it in the middle of July because there's still 8 weeks, 6, whatever weeks of the transfer window to go. We don't know who's going to be here. We don't know what's going to happen. We need to just relax, calm down, and you're not even going to know who's going to win the league in October. Manchester City didn't lose a game until November last year. We didn't lose a game until November, and we were all like, we're on our best start ever, and then we flopped. And it is what it is. I think people are just. What's happening now is people are melting down on other team signings. You've got to remember, and I think Matthias said this a few weeks back. We opened our presents on the 20th of December. We wanted to get out the box early and buy, so we bought. Yeah. Now any more signings that are coming for us will be dependent on outgoings. But we need people to make bids. Nobody's bidding for the players that we said were all wanted to leave because the market. He's got to remember, if we're all saying these players are crap, why are other players coming to buy them? No one's going to come and buy if they're crap.
Do you think the lack of bidding
said that, though.
is because of we lack of clarity? We still don't know what players
No, I think it's because from my point of view. I think it's because our fees. What it basically is teams want us to sell cheap and buy dear.
Yeah.
We don't have to sell our players cheap. That's not fair. Why should City have to sell their players cheap?
But we're not
If
selling
they're in
them.
the
We're
last year of
letting
the
them go on
contract,
freeze.
if they're in the last year of the contract, you don't have much leverage, do you?
Well, you say that, but Mark Gay is going for 50 million quid.
Yeah,
So on that note, should John Stones
went for like 100 million his last year.
So should John Stones should be at least worth at least 20 million to someone.
Yeah, true.
Not with his injuries.
But I think teams also look at the age factor and the injury records as well, don't they?
Yeah, but
people are just panicking, and they are so emotional. I don't know if it's driven by fear. I don't know if it's driven by uncertainty. I don't know if it's driven by PTSD. That there is so much fear and gaslighting and craziness going on anymore. Nobody's really thinking anymore. Everyone's just flopping and flipping.
That's the thing, Martin. I was speaking. I don't remember who it was again with in the space before. And nowadays, we're just trying to get our players down more than the opposition is trying to get them down. When we should be the ones helping them, when we should be the ones supporting them and giving them a platform to playing well. Even if you want a player out, it doesn't make sense to be calling him shit because this is just gonna make him play worse, and then we're gonna get less money. Like, this is the whole thing where people are just too anxious and they think they can actually do things when they can't. They keep saying like, this player needs to go, but they're not going to be able to sell him. Yeah, fair. They might need to go, but there's no point on we keep saying that he has to leave, go into Instagram and abuse his wife and shit. Like, this is not going to help anybody.
Weird.
This is
I
just
think it's
not going to
very
help
weird to interact
anybody.
with players. Period.
Wait. Do you know what? Am I the only one who sits here and thinks that, I don't know if it's just me, maybe it's fantasy. Am I the one who thinks that our players, because I said other teams are glazing our players. I told you Chelsea fans said they'll take John Stones on one leg in that defense. I think our players, we might look at them right now.
I don't think they're bored with, or else they would.
I'm just telling
you now. I'm telling you now, we sat Pep Guardiola tomorrow. 19 teams in the Premier League are having a look.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That Martin, that's my point. That most of these players might look like, okay, look, this is what happens in life. Sometimes you've worked 7-10 years in a company. The company might say this guy doesn't have the motivation anymore. They'll go to another team. I'm just saying, some of these players are actually treasure to other teams. I'm telling you. Everybody wants. Don't forget, Nico O'Reilly. Was it Nico O'Reilly wanted by Chelsea? They bid for him.
Yeah.
They wanted him. So he might look like a guy who sits on the bench at City. Even Akanji, as I said, he was the best player in the Euros. He might not look great in the City team maybe at this point after the injuries, but to other people, he is Akanji after all, because these players are still wanted. Because somebody made me laugh, Matthias, and I caught them red-handed. They told me that Ruben Diaz is finished, but I saw them on the panel saying, I would take Ruben Diaz if they were selling at City to bring him to my club. I was like, so why have you been telling me Ruben Diaz is shit, but you're saying you're able to take him? So this is what I'm telling people, that majority of these players are wanted by many. And who came on this part? Who is it? You Coutinho? Even this Oscar Bob guy. Do you know that Chelsea are still after him? This guy is a superstar.
Patrick, this is the thing. The clubs, they want players we're not willing to sell. Like, for example, Oscar Bob, Nico O'Reilly. These are players that we don't want to sell. The players that we want to sell, like a Grealish, like maybe John Stones, like I would say Walker, but Walker is ready to go on.
Yeah, but he's Grealish still going to most of the top level teams, and I think he's still one of the best players. He can still be one of their best players.
I think so
Has
as well.
anyone
I think
bid
so.
for him?
But that's the issue. He is.
Sorry, Paul, I'm just saying because I need to jump. Right, I remember Jurgen Klopp would go to concerts all over Liverpool, and he would he'd go to bars. I remember the video. Jurgen Klopp went into a bar in Liverpool, and he was having a drink with the fans, and the fans were milking it up. They were like, "What a guy! What a manager! This is our manager." Pep Guardiola goes to Oasis, and it turns into World War III because he's gone to a damn concert with his daughter. What are we doing? What are we doing? I've got one fan base loving it and saying that's our manager. Pep Guardiola goes to an Oasis concert and it's how come he's not working? Because again, back to my point with Matthias, he's on frigging holiday. Let him have a bit of chill time.
I saw a tweet. Martin, did you see
what are
that
we
tweet?
doing here?
Did you see that tweet? It made me laugh. It said that, oh, this Pep Guardiola is playing 3D chess. He lost against Al Hilal because he knew the concept.
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know what we're meant to do. You know, if they go and have a piss at a certain time, someone will have a go. He's gone for a piss. Why? Oh, because he shouldn't be going for a piss. He should have a catheter bag and get his job doing. Like, what are we doing?
You can tell the fan base is lost. Yeah, even today
we've lost our minds. We've lost our minds.
Other fan bases are losing their minds too, because there was some graffiti in London recently saying Arteta out because they signed somebody.
Yeah, but Telstar, they've not
Arteta out. They literally graffitied.
Massive difference. They've not won out. They've not won out in 5 years. 5 years. If we were at 5 years,
it's still an overreaction.
It's not. If Pep goes 5 years without winning a trophy, then yes, I'm saying right. We might need to look at this now, guys. Not 12 months. Not 12 months.
I'm just saying other fan bases are flipping out too. It's not just ours.
They've got right to. No, Kelso. You can't compare those to them.
Martin, did you see the PSG fans? They have turned on Enrique. They're saying he's they say what there's a word they use. They say because he was fighting at the end, they're like, get him out of our club. Yes, you gave us the UCL. We need another man. I was laughing.
It's just people today. It's the internet.
That's where I disagree.
Too. The internet is not real life.
People need to go. No, people need to go on holiday, have a chill, have a cocktail or 17, relax, recharge your batteries, and come back in August and just chill. Go and have a holiday.
That's where I disagree with Carl. When earlier on the show, Carl said, "I don't think we have the manager anymore." I feel like. Listen, and I disagree with them. I said it. See, the thing with it was a bad season last season, yes, but at the same time, if you're just saying that we don't have the manager to win the Premier League again just because of what happened last season, then it kind of you would think the same in 1920 because I said it last season when we were losing game, we were conceding a lot of goals. He was He was constantly changing the whole team. I know that injuries play a part in Laporte's, John Stones are injured, but he was still changing the whole team all the time. He was making decisions that didn't make any sense. I remember we lost to Southampton. But we lost to Southampton 1-0. He done a madness, the lineup. And then then I think the very following game was Palace or somewhere. Yeah, it was Newcastle. We won 5-0. It's like it feels like he's trying to figure out things, but it takes time. I feel like I listen. We've got a manager there that they've been there and done it, and we got it. I hear it. Like he's been dropping stinker sometimes. Like some of his decision making. Like what the fuck are you doing, you bold bastard? Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, listen. He knows. I think he knows the problem. I think he knows the problem, and I feel like he needs to find it. The solution is there. He just needs to.
He
It
needs to
just
stick
needs to.
with it.
Yeah.
Plenty of times last season he
You've got
found
the
something
players,
that
man.
worked, and then
You've
he
got the
abandoned it.
pace and power in your squad, man. You've got the pace at the back in Kusanov. Do you know what I mean? Just use it, man. Do you know what I mean?
But
Like
that's
the
specifically with
combination.
Kusanov.
I spoke to Patrick and Martin. The combination in the centre halves is very important. Like Diaz and Akanji, they cannot play together. Diaz and Vardio works. You know what I mean? Akanji and maybe Vardio is okay. Like Akanji and Kusanov, we've seen against Chelsea, he worked for 70% of the game. Do you know what I mean? You've got to get it right, the combination. You've got to get it right, man. And you've got the tools in there. Like, just use it, bro.
I think that Kusanov specifically, I don't think he is quite ready yet. I think in Pep's mind, probably Reis is closer to being ready than Kusanov.
When is he
Because
going to be ready?
Like I said earlier.
Wait. Can I ask a question? And
I
I'm
think
surprised.
for me, you got to dip him in and out. You've got to dip him in and out.
Yeah.
This is the problem. It's because people forget, and I know people will hate this. It's just my opinion. Kushinoff had only played, I think, 25 professional games for Lons. He played 13 in the season he'd left from August to December, and he'd made his debut the season before. So to come into Manchester City, that isn't normally the type of signing we make. We don't tend to make that signing. The signing we make is like the ready-made, like the Mark Gay or the whoever you can think of. Someone who's ready-made who would come in, knows all that. So I think with Kushinoff, he's just taking his time with it. Kushinoff is going to be a 10-year player for Manchester City, no doubt. I think he's just taking his time. That's just my opinion.
I think we
And
need
that's
to trim a
fine.
bit of his aggression off and improve him on the ball a little bit. It's important to be aggressive, but you have to be measured as well. I think having a player like Ruben Diaz, who's also very aggressive on challenges, also very physical, to be alongside Kusanov to help him develop and help him nurture this aggression in a good way, it's going to be extremely beneficial for him because he's going to learn from a player that's one of the best at that specific skill, and then we might even in a couple of years time have a Ruben Diaz who has pace in Kusanov, and that's basically almost the perfect center back. Because this is the thing, and also I think Vitor Hayes, the only thing that he really needs to get on his game now is his physicality. I was talking with Gondolorian about this. I think his game awareness and his passing, it's very close to being on a very, very, very high level. But he still needs to fill out his frame. He needs to get a little bit of the bulk. He needs to just get the physicality up. And this is something he has to do in the gym. He has to work hard, get eating a lot more. This is what I'm saying is based on what I've seen of him in Brazil. He gets muscle off the
He looks
ball.
fragile, doesn't he? He looks very fragile.
Yeah, but that's because he's still very young.
Yeah.
I think
He'll
when
grow
he
into his
turns,
body.
yeah, it's the thing. It's normal. The thing we did with Kusanov and Vitor Hayes, we jumped the middleman. They were supposed to go to a Brighton, to a Nottingham Forest, to a
Newcastle.
Crystal
I think Kus
Palace.
was heavily linked to Newcastle before we kind of jumped in and stole him.
I think that's why we jumped in and stole it. Because if he goes to Newcastle, I don't think he leaves anymore. This is the thing. Like I think it was Spurs and Newcastle that wanted Kusanov. I think if he goes there, it's gonna be very hard to get him out of there. So we had to act quickly just to get him and have a chance of having him in the future. I think the same happened with Vito Hayes. I think Madrid wanted him, so we
Yeah,
had to act fast so that we could
I heard that.
actually get our hands on the prize. So this is what's going on there. This is what's happening in football right now. Big clubs are trying to jump the middleman and get the talent before they go to a mid-table club and develop his game and get used to the country, the
Because
league, and
they're
then
over,
goes to the
because for Spartacus, sorry for cutting, they're overpricing. Because remember, look at Spartacus, look at what they did with Mitoma. I still rate Mitoma, but a lot of teams have wanted Mitoma, but look at what Brighton are doing with him, isn't it? Mitoma, out of where he comes from, was supposed to be one of the guys coming out of Asia as a star. But look at what Brighton have done. They've held on to him now, isn't it? There's been bids of 80 million that
I
have been
agree.
bumped back. So
Well,
you're
there's a
right,
rumor.
Spartacus. They're just cutting
But
down the
that's
middleman. Because Mitoma, I
yeah.
think, still deserves to be in a higher club.
He was linked to Bayern Munich for kind of a low fee early
yeah.
in the
They
window.
outpriced
I
him
think it
again.
turned out to
Right?
be fake news, but
Nah, Brighton outpriced
I was like,
him again.
he's only linked for like 50 or 60 million. I was like,
Nah.
what? If
Brighton
any
keep
Premier League
outpricing
came,
him.
it'd be 80 or 90.
Nah, they keep outpricing him. Brighton gives. So go ahead, Spartacus.
Well, that's their
But
business model,
this
though.
is the thing. If everybody's overpricing, then nobody's really overpricing because that's just becomes the market value. If every middle class team is just overpricing the hell out of their players, and the big clubs are still paying that money, then there is no real overprice because that's the market value now, and that's the issue. And I think this is why teams are trying to jump the middleman because they want to force the middleman to just okay, let's go down in price because they're willing to jump us. So yeah, I think football is in a very weird position right now. The middle clubs are trying to make a lot of money, but they're not really looking at trying to grow the club and become a higher status of a club. And the big clubs, they're just trying to push them down even further. So
But
yeah,
not
it's
only
a weird
that,
situation.
what are you doing with it? This is my thing is, yeah, I agree. Kushner should play more. I agree. Victor Hayes deserves more. But can you imagine the meltdown of Gavardiol or Diaz and all them get dropped? Because if you start dropping Gavardiol and Diaz to get all these guys in, which is fine, you think they're going to be sat on the bench happy as Lara?
Absolutely no.
I don't think there'll be a
Are we
meltdown
dropping
in the
them,
fan
though, or
base if Ruben
rotating
Diaz
them?
get dropped at this point.
You can't rotate your back line. That's the one area I don't think you can rotate. You can't rotate a back line.
Yeah, fair.
Keepers
Back
don't
lines
We've
are
done that
worked
enough,
on.
and it has. Yeah, you're right.
The back lines are worked on combinations and consistency.
It's relationships, isn't it? They need to understand
Yeah.
each other.
We
I
can't
think
be doing
the-
this pushing off one game, Diaz the next game, Guerrero the next game, Riaz the next. We'll be chopping and changing every 5 seconds.
I think
No.
one of the
Kinda
massive
different
What
reasons
about
why
this
players,
Ben
too.
White guy? I hear Arsenal want to sell Ben White. Are we not looking for English talent?
well that could be a show to play right
That could
back.
be a shower, yeah. As a right,
But
he's better than anybody we're gonna play at right back right now.
But the thing is, you know, the thing is, I think Pep is also for the whole thing. See, every time, like the Ruben Diaz and Vardy was okay for the last part of the season of last season, but then he just decided to change it in the cup final. We saw Kanji is
shoved
coming back
Akanji in
fit.
there.
Like, okay, now Vardy, you got a left back again. Like, why?
Oh.
There's an understanding
he's not as
between
good.
there's an understanding between Diaz and Vardio. Is a cup final. Keep them two together. Play them. Don't shift them to the left back.
I think
I
that's
think he
that's
just
what the
didn't.
issue was, isn't it? We never had a stable backline, but I think it will. Look, I think this season, with the fact that maybe the injuries are not going to be there, we'll start afresh and we'll see. But I was reading something in the comments and I've just forgotten. Okay, yeah, it says MC Fan TV Jamaica. Big up to you. If you want to grow your channel, guys, go subscribe to his channel. I've never met him, but go check out. Let me actually check out what you're selling here. Let me see if you're not selling tomatoes.
Put the link in your chat.
see.
Put the link in the chat.
Yeah, put your link in the chat. Let me see what you're selling. Matthias is laughing. I hope you're not selling some fruits here. So I'm joking. I'm just horrible. But we always support each other here. Mancunian Wave, Veta Games, LB, everybody. The South Stand. I'm actually talking to Daps. He wants us to do a show tomorrow, but I have I have to meet my new job colleagues at 11 a.m. So I told him that if he does the show before that time, I will join him. But big up. But big up. But that's what we're looking. Centre
You can
back
take
pairing.
over me when I disappear on Thursday.
It's not gonna happen, Martin. I have to work now. I found a job, Martin.
No, I'm disappearing. I'm leaving the madness behind.
So when are you coming back so that we know how much money we can make? When you
I
leave?
don't know if I am coming back anymore. I don't know if
Trust me, he won't stay away for too long.
I really don't want to come back. I've
He
already
loves
left
his
Twitter.
thing.
Martin,
I've
YouTube
left
is very
Twitter.
addictive.
Best thing I've ever done, leaving Twitter. Over the moon, I've left that.
I'll give it 2 months. He'll be back.
No.
Yeah, they'll be. I think the spaces will come back. For,
Trust me. See,
Martin, we need
seconds.
to be. We
See,
need
first game of the
98% sure.
We're
Don't
playing.
leave the space. Don't leave the spaces arena for Adam only. Like, we need some sanity in there.
We need the
As I-
98% sure,
Don't leave
Martin.
it to Adam and Hamza. Like, then
Wait,
it'll
I
just be
have
the Wild
said
Wild
it multiple
West.
times. I have said it multiple times to people. You see, I have told people multiple times. Spaces are the for me to the date of today. I think spaces are one of the most. I think I don't know the intensity there. No, that's why sometimes I come there once in a while. I listen to spaces sometimes when I used to work. I'm like, my God, this is intense. I don't know how you guys do them for those hours because it gets intense there. And
Yeah, it does.
If you can
it
survive
does get
last
intense.
season, November, then anything should be better. I wasn't listening to Spaces back then. I'm assuming it was the hottest mess of all time. So if you can survive that,
That's bad.
this summer should be child's play.
No, it's worse now. It's a lot worse now.
People are
Okay,
just
I stand
frustrated right
corrected.
now.
Wait. Do you guys remember Spartacus? Do you remember the Husam spaces? Those were bad. Those were extreme.
Hassan spaces.
Yeah, so Husam had a space where
Oh,
all the
football
rival
ones, I've
fans
heard
would
of it, never
gather.
listened.
Would gather. That's where I met Hamza. So all the rival fans would gather. They'll have a rep, and they would rip into each other. My God, I remember. I was like, my God, this is bad.
Jesus Christ.
So that's
That's
where
why
the
Husam
thick skin
left
only.
Twitter. Why do you think Husam left Twitter? It's because of those spaces. He just left them. He gave up. Then he's like, this is too much for me. But guys, go
Jesus.
subscribe.
Much for
I get
Hussam,
subscribed
that
to-
I don't believe that.
Yeah, I'm telling you, he left Twitter. Kelpster, just ask people about Hussam's spaces with the rivals and ask Hamza about them. Hamza came later on. At
Football
first,
wars. You used
our
to love
rape
football
was-
wars.
Who was our rape? Our rape was Safe. Safe used to go in them, but I think Safe knew that, okay, where it's going, there's like, we need another level of madness.
There's a lot of people left, you know. Safe's gone. I've gone. There's a few people that have gone off Twitter now.
Yeah,
I think
Twitter
Twitter is a
intense.
very toxic place, and when
It
we do
is.
spaces, all of them just come in and just.
See,
Has-
you're leaving
yeah.
it to Adam and Hamza. What do you
Has
expect?
anybody seen Twitter, the movie Twitter? Oh my God, the movie Twitter. My God, they insult the hell out of each other. Like the movie and music
movie?
Twitter. Because you
What
know, we
movie?
are in football. No, we're in the football verse. So we're sort of in the football Twitter, but there's also movie Twitter, music Twitter. My God.
Oh,
God.
that's what you mean.
Yeah, but guys, go subscribe to MC Fan TV GA. I've subscribed already. So guys, go subscribe. Always support. It's good to support others. As always, MC, if you wanna hit me up on Twitter. Would like to have you, and I'm gonna watch a few videos. You better not have those videos where you don't show your face and just have a voice in the background. Then we'll cook you for doing. No.
This guy.
No, because I was supporting some guy and he keeps making videos without like put your face on it, man. If you're opening a YouTube channel, put your face. So guys, go subscribe and support. Let me just read this one more time. Says, what do you think about Dumfries though? Does he fit City?
Can I go on this one? Because I watch a lot of Inter.
Go ahead.
People are gonna turn on Dumfries faster than anything you've ever seen. I'm telling you, this guy, he doesn't have an ounce of technical ability.
Look, I'm Dutch. I don't rate him for the national team. I think he's a liability.
Yeah.
Oh wait, continue.
He's
Is he a bum?
defending.
No, he's not good, man. If Frimpong is a liability defensively, so is Dumfries.
Yep. Dumfries can defend on a back five because he doesn't have that responsibility to do that much. But if you put him in the back four, it's going to be a disaster. Like, this guy has no awareness. He has got no spatial awareness. Ball to the back post with him defending is a goal every time. I'm telling you that much. He works because he's basically a winger for Inzaghi. He was a winger for Inzaghi. That's why he worked. But now, yeah, for us, I don't think that would work at all.
Yeah, I think if we're going to sign a right back, it needs to be somebody who's more of a defensive one. Because, like, I've stated multiple times, I think Nunes can do a job in about 50 to 60% of our games, but I just question him defensively in the bigger games against, like, pacier and technical wingers. Which, to be fair, there's not a lot in the Premier League, but more in Europe, I would question him. But I think Nunes can do a job for us in a lot of games, but I would like to have some defensive cover for games.
This is where I disagree with you. I think he's gonna do better against those pacey wingers than against more technical ones. Like, Nunes is very fast and very strong. He has that side of his game very, very well balanced. But the problem is when we have a settled defense and he has to watch the back post, or he has to just delay the play enough until the winger comes back and help him, or the midfielder comes back and help him. This is where he struggles the most, because he engages.
I think he has improved on that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, he has. It's normal for midfielder to struggle with that, because midfielders, they have to be aggressive and try to win the ball. So that's his first instinct. Now that he's starting to play as a fullback more, he's starting to get more used to, okay, I just need to delay the play. I don't need to engage. I can't engage. I need to just show him the byline and try and block across, and that's what he has to do. He's starting to get that more into his game. I don't think Nunes is going to be a bad player for us if he plays more often, but if we can get a Livramento, yeah, go and get him. But if we can't, I don't think we should be looking for a right back, because
Can I say something, Spartacus? If Liverpool are willing to spend 120 to 130 for Isaac, do you think we should be willing to go to Livramento and drop that 80 million that they keep saying?
I think if Liverpool is willing to pay that for Isaac, I don't think they're going to be listening to 80 for Livramento.
Yeah, that's true.
I think that's the issue.
Yeah, but Isaac is the best player. That's what they claim, even though I don't think he is. I think it's what's his name? I think it's Bruno Guimaraes still, because I think he is like gel.
Do you see Livramento being like the one of the best right backs in the world in 2 to 3 years time? Because the reason why we went to Josko Vardy, and remember Josko Vardy is the most expensive defender we've ever had, which was £7 million. It was because of we look at his ceiling, and if you look at his progression throughout the 2 years he had, you're like, okay, this guy is worth it. But when you look back now, 2 years after, you can see why we spend that 75 million on Vardy, 77. But do you reckon that is the same on Livramento? Would you go out there and put him as the highest? Right, well, he will be, and our top signing in terms of the defensive side of it. Because the most we've ever spent in the back line was Josko Vardy. If you're adamant that Livramento is £85 million player, regarding his injury records at Newcastle last season, then go and do it. But if you feel like you're not, then don't do it, man.
I think that's a very hard question.
Every year, a new flavor comes up, doesn't it? You will get a new flavor the month every year. There will be a new right back, an open coming right back next year.
Wait, so you're saying he's not worth the investment? That's what you're saying.
But I haven't watched much of Livramento to judge on that.
He looks. Do you know what he looks like? I'm just saying this. He looks like you get him, it's not going to be a flop. I think so. He's going to do the job.
Yeah, he may not be like a superstar, but he could be a very solid player. Like, he'll give you a 7 out of 10 every game type.
Yeah, but at 80 million, we're looking for superstars.
Right, yeah, exactly. 85 million.
Well, there's also English tax involved in that, and whether we like it or not, we do need some top English players.
I think the biggest issue here I think the biggest issue here is that Livramento is the best gettable fullback in the market because we cannot get Jules Koundé, we can't get Hakimi, we can't get Trent, we can't get
Who wants Trent anyway? Trent can't defend.
Madrid
the
yeah,
does.
but Trent would be a brilliant for us in the system that we're
Yeah, of
doing
course.
when
Well,
Wenger's
you
play
can
as
get
fullback.
Julius Koundé if you go with the right offer to
But-
Barcelona.
but-
They would take it.
But we'll
I don't think it would.
Well, have you tried it? Test the waters.
I think some clubs have tried. I've heard that from the Brazilian rep that Covas.
And he doesn't want to leave. Koundé doesn't want to leave.
Yeah, I've heard two things from. He's called Marcelo Beckler. He's basically the Brazilian correspondent in Barcelona. I've heard from him that there are 4 players that are untouchable at Barca. They're untouchable at Barca. Pedri, Koundé, Yamal, and I forgot Kubasi. Those are the 4 players that are completely untouchable. And also, they don't want to go.
Yeah.
So there's no way of getting him out. I think the same with Hakimi. I think we can't get Hakimi out of the PSG.
We had our
I don't think we would go for him because of his off-field allegations. Honestly, I really don't.
Yes,
Google
I agree.
it. They're still
The player
active.
might not want to go. Look at this situation. The player might not want to go. Yeah, but if
Well, we
Barcelona
value
has
character. in
no,
that.
wait there. If Barcelona has other targets and they're struggling with the money or to pay for that money, because let's face it, they want Luis Diaz. They just don't have the money to
Yeah,
pay.
but Koundé is a centre back,
They
Matthias.
always
Wait
find
there,
the
wait
money,
there, wait there,
though.
wait there, wait there. If we go to, let's say for example, if we go to Barcelona and offer 70 million euros, say right, or 75, you want Koundé, that helps you with your targets. You want to go. Koundé might not want to go, but they can, if they're interested in selling them, they can go. They can speak to Koundé. Right? Okay, we need the money. We're selling you.
But I think Barca sees him as an untouchable asset.
No
And
one
he's
is
a
That's
centre
the
back,
issue.
isn't it? He's a centre back.
He's a
too.
right back.
No. Koundé
Yeah,
plays-
but he's,
Center back playing.
Koundé is
He's
an
a
original centre back.
He's a centre back, bro.
he's a centre back, but he's been playing as a fullback ever since he joined Barca.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
but
But
still,
he's
he's a
still one of
centre-back.
those.
It's like Josko Vardio. Josko Vardio is not left back, is
Yeah,
it?
that's a Koundé. Yeah.
But I think Koundé is he has more threat going down the wide areas. I think
So he's
Josko
more
Vardio is
flexible.
more dangerous going. No, I don't think he's more flexible. I think he can be like an attacking wing back. He can put a cross in, and he's dangerous going down the wide areas. But Josko, he's not really dangerous if he goes to the byline. He's more dangerous going central with long shots and crashing the box. I don't think Koundé can do that either. I think 2 different types of fullbacks that they can.
No, they're centre backs. They're not full backs, bro. That's why they're struggling to do it.
Koundé is not struggling to do it though. That's the thing.
He's
And
struggling to do what? He's a centre back.
But he's never struggled at fullback either.
No, I'm not saying
says
he-
he looks comfortable as a fullback.
Yeah. He's playing as I think he's even playing better as a fullback than as a centre back. I'm gonna be honest. Because I never really
Well, I think
rated
that's
him
why
as
he
a
put him there,
as a
isn't it? That's why
centre-back.
he's put him there. I heard that's what the manager said.
Yeah.
I put him there because he looks more comfortable there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What?
There was a
Coutinho,
time-
What did you say? Something. Coutinho. What were you saying?
Sorry, I forgot. I'll be honest. I forgot.
You were talking about Livramento. You're making a comment on Livramento.
Oh yeah,
I
it was about
Just pay
living.
the money. Just pay the money. Stop being stingy. Stop being stingy. They haven't said that he's not for sale. They've named their price. So I don't see. We haven't bought an actual right back for years now. It's been 5 years. So I can't lie. I don't want to hear the excuses.
Yeah,
Unless he doesn't want a right back. Unless
I don't
think-
like,
Yeah, right. At this point in time, man, like and there's a comment here, super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Say, will we ever become clutch or enjoy the elite start party? Yes,
Haaland?
we will.
No,
Oh,
he's
I
saying
think-
is Holland ever going to become clutch? Like, is he
Haaland
going to
is
score
clutch.
that big goal in a final to win you the final, like Rodri did?
But
I think
Haaland
he's
is
asking
clutch,
that
isn't he?
question because so far he's what 0 for
Mish,
7.
stop trolling, man. I know you're a Chelsea fan. You won the Club World Cup. You won the Conference League, man. Just worry about yourself, man.
Can
Worry about
Wait,
yourself.
wait. Is Mish a Chelsea fan?
He's a Chelsea fan, man. He's on HH's channel. What are you talking about?
I know he is from
He's-
HH's channel, but I thought he was a Man City
He's a,
fan because he's
no,
always
he's a
here.
Chelsea fan. Why are you making a Chelsea fan a mod, man? You should make at least all of us a mod. You should at least make us all of us not a freaking
Everybody
Chelsea
is a
fan.
mod except you. Then continue. Make a comment in the. Okay, put a comment in the thing. I'll make you a mod. Put a comment in the comments.
All right. Mish is a troll. Mish is a troll.
I didn't know that. Of course, I thought Mish was a City fan because he's always
No,
here and he talks
he's a
about
troll.
City.
No, He's a modder on HH's channel as well. He's a troll, man. I'm telling
Okay,
you.
so you know, continue. Make a comment in the
He
Yeah, I'm
just did.
trying to, I literally put Mish is a
just
troll.
did.
That's it. I literally just put
I
Mish
think-
is a troll.
I think the biggest issue with buying Livramento, I don't think it's actually the money. I think it's the squad size. We need to get players out of the club before we get
No,
some players in.
I disagree. He's homegrown, so I don't think it actually matters.
Yeah,
No.
I wouldn't. He wouldn't.
No,
he would actually help us.
no,
on
no,
them.
no, no, no.
Just because he's
It's not
homegrown
about
doesn't
that.
mean we don't have to sell players. We
Yeah.
just if you buying him, then that's you adding another number into the squad that we already have, which is 33. He's going to be 33 squad player. So
You
we
can
still
have a
to
maximum of
sell him.
27.
Listen, the
Yeah, well,
homegrown
players
quote
will
is
be left out. Well,
the
that's-
homegrown
what's
quote
gonna happen
is
we'll
a
end up sending
bonus.
all the young players on loan.
I think
and
I
then
think
the
we
old
should
players will be sticking
just
up
buy
again.
him and cross that bridge when we come to it. We need to get him as soon
We
as possible.
can't do that though, because that's the thing. Like
Based off
we
what?
we
Based
are
off
in a
what?
situation right now. We are in a situation right now where we have 27 players that needs to be registered.
Actually 30. I heard 30.
No. It's because we have 30, but we have players that are under 21, so they don't need to be registered.
Okay, so those. Oh yeah, so we ignore those. Okay, right.
Yeah,
So
they'll
we
probably
can
be the
ignore
ones
those.
sacrificed in this situation.
Yeah,
No, even-
Sent on loan.
the registration. Just because you don't need to register them doesn't mean you don't have to select them or put them on a
Yeah.
bench.
I would.
But I would say that
You
I
still
would
have
tell
to
some of these
select them
older
and put
players,
them
you're
in.
the one on the bench.
the
You're the
biggest
one
issue
who
is that
can't.
we.
Yeah,
The
because
biggest issue.
hold on, we cannot go into another season, yeah, where we have a starting 11 and we start questioning where is Kusanov, where is Victor Reyes, why are they at home sitting up? Do you know what I mean?
And at the
Because you-
same time, I think that if the biggest issue here is that even if we get him right now, we have to have a senior player. It's not a question of being on the stands. It's actually not being registered in the Premier League. So we
Why?
can't have a situation like that because you can only register 27 players, homegrown plus foreign players. We already have those 27s. If we get another body through the door, we're gonna
No,
have
25,
28.
27.
I'm back, Patrick.
Well,
Sorry,
how do
a
other
long
clubs do
meeting.
it then? How does Chelsea
No, but
get
no,
rid of their
big
players?
up, Carl. We've been going on for a while. Let me just read this super chat first. Thank you for the super chat, for the 2-year super chat. I like that guy. I would take him. He was one of the best centre backs at a point in time, and he was one of the best. Everybody
I
wanted
know.
him. Yes.
He had a bad season last
he's
season,
not
though.
good though. He ain't good.
Everybody wanted him. He can play centre back and right back. Everybody
Nah,
wanted
He had
him.
a lot of red cards last season, if I remember
Nah,
correctly.
even
A
Barcelona
couple.
fans, they trying to get rid of him.
Yeah.
Barcelona fans are trying to get rid of Ter Stegen and everybody. I can take Ter Stegen
Remember
as my number
Young?
2. I can.
I would have this thing as the number 1, mate. Like he's a very good keeper.
Well,
Ter Stegen?
they have Garcia
Yeah.
now, and then
Yeah,
they
they
want
sent
Ter Stegen
Garcia.
to leave.
I would have him as a number 1. I've already told this to a lot of people. Like I think he's a very, very competent keeper.
They keeping him. What's that guy?
The other guy, the senior one, he was on goal. What's his name?
Chechny?
No, the guy who came back from retirement.
Yeah, that's him.
Chesney.
Yeah,
Chesney.
yeah.
They keep
Let's
it
not
in.
lie though. He did well for Barcelona this season. He did better than Ter Stegen this season.
Yeah, but this thing
Yeah,
had
Ter
a
Stegen was injured most of the season. That's
Yeah.
why he came back.
Okay, how much?
He had,
is
I think
Ter
it was
Stegen?
an
Like,
ACL.
how old is he?
32.
I would take him
Thank-
as a number 2. He's
Mate, I'll
33
take him
now.
as He's very good, man.
Bro,
This thing is one of the best
You
keepers
don't worry
La
about
Liga
the age
has.
of a goalkeeper, bro.
Yeah.
Why you worry about the age of a goalkeeper? The goalkeepers, they can play up until
Till
they're
40.
40, bro.
At a high
Yeah,
level,
okay,
too.
so wait, are you taking Ter Stegen as number 1?
Oh, yeah.
Over Ederson? Ooh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
Mateus would.
Mate, I think Ter Stegen's a such
How many
an underrated
assists,
keeper.
no, how many assists does Ter Stegen got?
Oh.
You shut up, you. This guy, shut up. This guy
I'm
was
being serious.
Mate,
How many
I
assists?
actually think he's got a few. I actually think he's got a few because he's very good with his feet as well.
Because every time I criticize Ederson, people tell me, look at his assist. So I'm
This
just,
is Mateus right
Corruption
now.
is not bad. Corruption is only bad if I'm not involved. But if I'm part of that corruption, I'll defend it.
That's a good clip.
That's definitely.
Oh, there's
that's definitely
Mateus. He
you.
finally got a beer.
Yeah,
No,
that's definitely you.
girls.
Yeah, no, Ter
Girls, the
Stegen.
thing-
Okay, so you would, so Spartacus, you want to take Ter Stegen as number 1? Yeah, they're,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
abusing him at Barcelona. They want him out. They want him gone.
Yeah,
that's
they
the juice,
want him
by the
gone.
way, that's juice. I'm not drinking today.
Who
Yeah,
cares
but
if you
okay, wait,
are?
wait. Kelkster, isn't that what people want? People said, bring us a keeper who's willing to challenge Edison. So let's say, for instance, Ortega leaves, you bring Stegen. Stegen will tell Edison, I'm not going to sit on the bench here. So they have to compete. So isn't that a good
No,
thing?
no.
That never
No,
works.
that's not a good thing. You cannot have a
That
keeper
never
that's
works.
competing with another. You have to have when you have a keeper, you have to have a first team keeper and a second keeper. Like you cannot have two players competing.
Anyone,
That doesn't work.
anyone who is telling you they want a keeper who can compete with Edison is a liar. They're lying to you. Why don't you just say, I want a keeper to be a number one and get rid of Edison? They're just spinning. They want
Okay,
to.
look, Edison has got 1 year
They want
left,
to
right?
stay on the safe side by saying, "Oh, I want a keeper that can compete with Edison." No, you don't. You want a keeper that to replace Edison. Just say
Okay,
it.
can I ask you something,
I think-
Matthias? Edison has got 1 year
What are we
left.
doing here?
Why don't you bring the Stegen and the Stegen just takes him off?
I think if Eddie,
I refuse to talk about Edison.
Shut up. You love Edison. That's why you glaze him.
He's not Conway.
Again, as I've already
No, it's
said it
Jervis.
before,
It's Jervis.
Oh,
as I've already
never
said it
mind.
before, I think
Yeah,
if
how you
Eddie
doing?
signs the deal,
How you doing, man?
how we doing?
Yeah, just finished work, buying some flight ticket, preparing my vacation, and then enjoying my life. You know what I mean?
That is good, man. That's what people were talking about earlier on, saying go on vacation. So you might be the
Yeah,
first one going on
yeah. I
vacation.
just
Jarvis
brought
is
the
gonna have a
flight
good one,
ticket
too.
to Tokyo for 8 days, and then in September we'll be starting. So you see me between I think I will be at Tokyo for game week 2 to 3. I think.
Jeez, it's gonna stay a while there, isn't it? Like,
Yeah. I mean,
That's a long trip. You gotta
it's gotta be
stay
a
if
long
you're gonna go
time.
that
It's
far.
gotta be a long time at there. So it's around like game week 1 to 3 before the derby, and then go back to UK.
are you going to places like Okinawa and?
Oh yeah. I go around like in Tokyo, like Asakusa, Akihabara, like in Tokyo, Maine, some place. Yeah. I mean, I would go to a pub somewhere, but I know a place already. So it gotta be an Irish pub or something in there.
They actually really like football there, by the way. It's not gonna be hard to find a pub that's gonna watch
there
it.
are a lot of Brighton because of Mitoma.
Mitoma.
City fan base are quite all right, but not like huge than Korean. But also a lot of Liverpool are there as well. Not gonna lie.
Yep. They don't have a lot of United fans, at least. That's a plus.
Nah, they not that much. Nah.
That's a plus. But I'll have to leave in a while. Let me just explain one thing that Cal's asked me. Chelsea can do this thing where they have 40 players in the squad because they're all under 21s, and the under 21 players, they don't need to be registered. And I'm telling you, we have 27 over 21 players, so we have to already register 27 players.
But
that's why we cannot be
how
getting
they
them.
got like 8 goalkeepers? They're a lot.
They're all at
We're trying to
Strasbourg, I
send him to
think.
Strasbourg, too.
They ship everybody off to Strasbourg.
Well, no,
They can't
the-
register
the-
a player.
The point I was making with that comment is like when Chelsea need to move like an over 21 player, they tend to move them. And it's just even if they're under a 10-year contract, they seem to move them or high weight. Like look at Raheem Sterling, 300K a week. They moved him last season. I know he's back this season, different story, but like the point is they needed to get rid of him last season. They got rid of him. So
But that's the thing.
That's all my comment was is when they need to get rid of someone, they seem to be able to. But
I don't think City is willing to loan players. That's the thing to other Premier League clubs. For example, they can't actually get rid of Sterling. They loaned him out, but now he's back, and they still paid half of his wages. I don't think City is willing to do that with a Grealish, for example. And I can't see City loaning Grealish to Newcastle and paying half of his wages. If it happened to a foreign club, maybe. AC Milan came in and were like, yeah, we want Grealish, but we're willing to pay half of the wages. I can see City doing it, but I don't think City is going to help anybody in the Premier League, mostly because nobody in the Premier League is going to help City. So the situation is it's not friendly among City and the rest of the Premier League. Maybe Newcastle has a little bit of a friendship with us, and I think Wolves as well.
We need to start uniting because we know the red cartel hates us. We need to start being more friendly and creating our own little alliance with the blue cartel. You know, the new money clubs, the Chelseas, the Newcastles, the Aston Villas, the Nottingham Forest. Like,
Yeah,
we
but they
should
don't
stop
care
being
about us
enemies with
too.
these people. We should be friends, and we should take on the red cartel.
Yeah, but they don't care about us. They also sometimes they like, I remember Newcastle fans when they started off, and me and Carl, we want Newcastle fans that these guys will come after you. I remember Carl. Remember, we want Newcastle fans. We told them that these guys will come after you, and Newcastle fans were in cloud nine because they got in the Champions League. They were happy that they were bought by Saudi. Now they came out and said, "Oh, you are right. They come after us." Like, look at
We
Forest
are
fans.
working in their interest right now with this APT thing. The biggest winner of that, when that eventually gets scrapped and rewritten, the biggest beneficiary of that is going to be Newcastle, because they are
Yeah, but
completely handcuffed by these PSR rules, and the
yeah,
APT
but
is a big reason for that. And we are fighting. I mean, obviously, it's our own interest, but Newcastle is going to benefit from that tremendously. So they need to remember that we're the ones putting ourselves on the line, our reputation and our money on the line, and they're going to benefit from it. So they need to, they should
yeah,
realize
but
that
they don't
at some
care.
point.
I think that the fact is they see that they don't see the benefit for everybody. They think, oh, it's City trying to it's City trying to do it for themselves. But at the end of the day, they got
Well, the
attacked.
byproduct is they're going to benefit from it
Cal,
a
but
lot.
I don't think so, because from what I've been reading about the APT case, we're not fighting the fact that you cannot have associated parties uh, making sponsorships. We're actually fighting the fact that you can loan money with zero interest under those laws. So
You
what
mean
we're
like
doing doesn't
the
really.
same way Arsenal is doing?
Yes, that's what we're fighting. We're not really helping Newcastle with that. We agreed on the fact that there needs to be some regulations on those stuffs. We just don't want the regulations to not overlook the fact that clubs can get zero interest loans, and we want the appeal system to be more fair, because the way that the appeal system is right now, we have to make everything and they can just refuse and not say why it's been refused. We want we want the Premier League to need to say that why they've been refused and give examples of why this deal is not considered, is not deemed as market value.
Okay, well, then I misinterpreted something.
But
My
I
bad.
could be misinterpreting as well, but I think that's what we've been fighting more than the APT itself.
I know that we're really going hard on that zero interest loan thing, and didn't we
Yeah.
also haven't we also made a big fuss about the Premier League not enforcing their rules on certain clubs? They're enforcing it on us, but they're not enforcing it on other like the fact that they're not enforcing the zero loan thing on Arsenal or something like that.
It's mostly Arsenal, Liverpool, and United. United are millions, hundreds of millions in debt, and they're
Yeah,
still
they're
allowed to
completely-
buy
yeah.
players, which makes no
100
sense.
million,
If-
more than
And they
if
have
you-
no Champions League
If
revenue.
you're in debt, you shouldn't be able to spend a penny until you clear that debt. No,
I disagree. I disagree with that.
And I would like to hear your argument why, with all due respect.
Because you need to create that to develop a company. You cannot develop a company without using loans and stuff like that. And if you're not able to do that, you're not gonna grow your club ever.
But Pablo,
you-
you're not already doing this like more than 10 years. You know what
I
I mean?
agree, but that's the thing. Like, I think you have to have a limit of how much debt you can have.
This is why the rules are flawed. I'll tell you this why. Newcastle, Forest, Aston Villa, who aren't in debt, who have paid the majority of their transfer fees, yeah, they're not allowed to spend. They're not allowed to spend. They're not in debt. They're getting European places. They're getting the Premier League money. But United, on the other hand, are billions in debt, and they still get to spend. And they haven't taken out any loans. Same with Arsenal. Arsenal have taken out loans, and they're still allowed to spend. So I don't get that.
I would love to have this conversation, but I need to go right now. So
No worries.
if you guys are still live after finish,
No, we're closing up.
come back.
We're closing
Okay.
up. It's almost 3 hours. I have things to do. I have to go to the gym.
Fair enough.
I think people have had enough. I think people wanted
Almost
people
3
wanted to
hours.
stream. This is
Got
enough
a little
streaming.
dicey in the middle there too.
What?
Got a little
Have a
crazy.
little bit of a scrap.
No, that's bad. That's bad. Look. As I tell people that, look, at the end of the day, I think when people have good things to air out, don't air them out on spaces, don't air them out on thing. Just each other. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody has got everybody's number. You know somebody's ex account. Just go ask them and speak to them. Because I feel like there's certain people who just gas things up in the comments or gas things up in life just to get reactions, and they laugh. They sit there eating popcorn. So today, the people who are expecting that did not get it, so they can hoard that. But anyway, on that note, I want to say thank you to everybody who was on the show and appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe, like.
Respect to you, Patrick. Big up.
Yeah, big up,
man. Big up.
Yeah, big up. I'm going to start working very soon, so you might not see me. You might actually see more of Kelkster because she's going to be here, so you might see more of her.
Is it the link is from Kels right now? Like the stream link. If you want to come to your stream, okay, no worry.
Yeah, you can ask her.
I'll be the boss.
Yeah, she can run everything. On that note, anyway, I'll leave you with this humor.
Sit there, please. Take your inhaler. Put it there and put my mask. You see that? And tell me, breathe in. Hey, he's gonna bring inhalers. He's bringing inhalers, bro. And then our players are gonna be running, bro. We say we don't track back, guys. You will see Madness track back. Our players will have inhalers in half time.
I need that. We need that.
Wins tackles! In front! Wonderful goal! It's a title winner!
Perfect end to a perfect day. Manchester City 4, Manchester United 1. Oh, what a hedge! Oh, that's electrifying!
Hat-trick hunting! Trick getting! Still the appetite is there for more. Oh, it is sensational!